lovely. Very secret. Today we are back in the
Your
Expanse.
channel was cold there.
No,
Really
I was just
let it-
watching my music peaking really aggressively, and I was like, oh, better adjust that down, which is just what I was doing, so I wasn't
I
deafening
don't have
people.
any music. It's so sad. So
Well,
sad and
you're
quiet.
just gonna have to pretend you have music.
To be fair, I do remember the music though.
Alrighty. So when we last left off, well, a whole bunch of things happened. Who wants to take it away? Who wants to start us off with their interpretation of the goings on the party experienced?
So I called this debriefing police and disturbing the peace. After delivering Fenicer to the authorities, we were invited to the office of Sergeant Pimpernel. Pimpernackle.
Oh, no, that's better. That's better. Whenever he fucks up, you get to call him out on it.
We journeyed on a horseless carriage to the water aisle, to the guard building in the Asali Park. There we entered the sergeant's office and we told him what we had learned. Of the plot to attack the council buildings and the engines using the underground tunnels. We then questioned the sergeant of any other places of interest to which we could further investigate in order to identify or encounter any of the Dryad's tiers. We decided that the alchemist, Baron Goltora, who ran the Spectacular Academy, would be the one of most use, since Fenicer had told us that his allies would be returning to help cure his poisoning. We left the sergeants hailing another carriage to the Sun Isle once again. When we entered the shop, Barrows tried his best to get details that would connect the alchemist to the Dryad's tiers. When the negotiations seemed to break down, customer confidentiality and all that, Cyrus threw him a silver coin to loosen his lips. He was able to give us a description of the elf that purchased the cure. And connecting this description to the one we had previously heard from the shopkeeper, we decided to follow in his steps, essentially. We quickly left the alchemists, avoiding the purchase of any unnecessary lubes, and headed on foot to the Cathedral of Saparna. We split up in order to cover more ground, in case the red-haired elf took an unexpected route, but there were too many people to determine if any of them were the anonymous buyer. Believing he may have returned to the cathedral, we entered through the side door when we learned that there was currently a service in session. Trying to blend in, Cyrus made his way to the last pew at the back of the synagogue and took part in the songs they were singing. The old man beside him informed him that his efforts were not appreciated, so he decided to remain silent for the rest of the service. After everyone had left, they returned to the secret passage at the base of operations that they had discovered. Seeing as there was no sign of someone returning, we decided to explore the passages underneath the church. We encountered two guards that took us back through the underground city. From there we travelled, and were told by the guards to meet with the Sheriff Cillian. When we entered the tavern, I offered her a drink, but her response made me believe that she believed that I was an alcoholic, so I ordered a jug of water for the table. The sheriff asked us to attend a meeting of the council with the councilwoman tomorrow, and then she left. Burroughs was kind enough to offer me money so that I could have a room to myself, which is appreciated. To my surprise, though, Atlas knocked on my door before I got into bed, asking if she could stay in my room for the night. Rather than ask why or argue, I decided to let her take the bed and I would sleep on the floor. Honestly, not sure why I didn't just close the door on her.
Also, you didn't have to ask why. You were given a reason.
I couldn't remember.
Yep. Anyone get any other bits of important notes that they recall from the last session that Cyrus didn't cover?
He said that the lube was unimportant, but the lube actually would have been quite useful later on. So.
Lube is always important.
It was also very expensive lube.
Very expensive.
Yeah. Well,
Premium.
magical lube.
Volgear also had memorized the secret combination to access the tunnels from the Undercity.
Got level Luna 1 entry.
Yep.
Right.
And yeah, that was more or less it. They need to meet with the Chancellor the following day. They've just had a long rest, leveled up, and they awake with a fresh, early new day in their rooms.
I believe we also got an E decree from the sheriff, didn't we?
No, we already had one. We just didn't elect.
We had one.
Oh.
We forgot to use
She
it.
would have refreshed it for you if you had used it, but none of you had used it, so you can only have one active basically slot of that decree at a time.
Get a jail-free card, one use only.
Depending on what we do to get into the jail.
To a certain extent.
It's okay we bombed the city. The sheriff said we're allowed.
This covers misdemeanors and
Right.
Grand larceny.
I imagine that Cyrus wakes up before Atlas and just leaves the room. He goes for breakfast rather early.
I think Volga's going to be up at the crack of dawn because he's not going to like sun too early. Going to go downstairs and get some breakfast. Sit in a corner somewhere.
Lovely.
I'm struggling to wake up.
Yeah,
like
bit of
she'll
food
wake
is
up
included.
confused.
I have a question. Does Cyrus have any belongings left in his room, or does he take everything with him?
He probably leaves his like backpack because he thinks I'll come up and get that later. But he's like, wakes up, picks up the axe, quietly makes his way out of the room.
Atlas, when waking up to find him gone, is absolutely gonna rifle through his shit.
Okay. Yeah, you go through his backpack. I mean, it's what does she find, Cyrus?
Anything juicy?
She finds some common clothes, a mess kit, rope, tinderbox, torch, water skin, very basic
Boring.
packaging.
Boring.
Yeah. Man carries only the essentials.
Lovely. Yeah, but eventually when you'll head down, Galandan has done up some breakfast for everyone. It's a very simple, kind of like eggs Florentine style. Looks like the eggs are probably, maybe he's had a good turn of his chickens out the back or something recently, but seems to be featuring a lot of those in the menu.
Love a good egg. But it's a little weird, but
How much is a breakfast?
A breakfast would be included with your room, so free.
Thank you, Barrows.
You're welcome. Barrows will probably arrive a little later than everyone else, just, enjoying a lie-in. Probably just in time for breakfast.
you do that thing in hotels where it's like, shit, it's only served till 11. You have to like run downstairs and order
Like
really
quarter to
fast.
11.
And you're like, oh.
And 5 to 11, I'm still in time for breakfast.
The chef is
Wait,
looking at you going,
you're
dear
the worst
God help us.
person.
Alright.
So we are meeting with the council today, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, quite a woman.
Yes.
I'm
It is
trying
weird
to get
that
it
she
out
was
of my-
described this way.
I'm trying to get it out of my system now, because otherwise I'm going to say it to her face.
Well, depending on what kind of woman she is, you might see her and think to yourself that she is quite a woman.
The sheriff did not agree, no? It was a bit of a weird
She
statement.
is a woman.
The sheriff said that, though the council woman is very good at her job and very upstanding, I believe that she would not describe her as quite a woman.
It's a weird way to say anything. Like, what's quite a woman? Is that less or more than a woman?
I believe
Is that
she
like...
is- I think it's describing her as a high quality of woman. She's quite a woman.
Is Barrels quite a man because he's half goat?
He is somewhat a man.
Listen, I've not been described as a man for a long time. More animal, apparently.
At least half of them.
Well, I
Alright.
suppose there's only one way to find out.
And with that, the group
Are you
set off.
asking him to derobe?
No.
Oh god, no, no!
There's only one way to find out if he's quite a man.
The session is off to a weird start.
Asher looks
Why?
uncomfortable and then
Why?
just leaves.
But yeah, shall we get, I don't know, a walk, a taxi?
Should we get a taxi? I can pay for another taxi. We did get paid after all.
Mm.
You did indeed.
I'll hail a taxi.
Cyrus will run up and
That's
grab
fair.
his things, realize that they're not quite as he organized them, and then pack up the bag and throw it over his shoulder.
Is it 50 for a taxi? Yeah.
Yeah, 50 chips, 5 silver.
Cool.
You spend
I like to think it's not quite as you organized them, and Atlas literally just turned the bag upside down, inspected everything, and then just picked everything up and like yeeted it back in. Like, good enough.
Mm.
Alrighty. So, a short horseless cab ride later, and you eventually find yourself pulling up outside the council buildings on the Sun Isle. They are these grand, kind of like large buildings, these big columns rising up, supporting the front kind of like facade that like has a big overhang in this kind of like large area. And it's not just like one large building, like there's one kind of big central one, but there's lots of like other buildings all kind of like around the area in the compound, and it looks like the council buildings don't just take up one city block, they're kind of spanning about 3 city blocks or so, kind of all around the area.
Do we see the
Were
sheriff?
we told which building specifically we needed to go into?
You were not. The sheriff just said you were the council buildings.
I believe the sheriff will meet us before she goes in, I guess.
We hope.
The
Maybe
guard
it'd be worth-
guard presence is fairly heavy here as well, I would say.
maybe-
I'll ask one of the guards if the sheriff has arrived already.
You like flag one of them down. He gives you like a little strange look. Make me a just general persuasion check, just as the guard is kind of like sussing you out, trying to judge if you're
Yeah.
like, you know, why is this guy asking about the sheriff, you know?
Looks over the shoulder, sees the other 4 parties members, just like.
That is a 9.
A 9. He kind of like pauses a second and kind of like shrugs and just goes like, maybe. I've not seen her around though, but I've only been on patrol the last maybe 15-20 minutes.
Which
No
way?
worries.
Which way would we go to see the Chancellor? You've been told by the sheriff to meet.
If you got an appointment, I'd recommend going in that big building there and ask at the reception desk.
Brilliant.
He
Thank you.
points to the largest grand structure, like the big fence gate around it and all.
Typical. I had that. There we go.
So you guys head up the stairs and step inside the main council building. Yeah,
Mhm.
perfect. You find yourself in a grand, kind of like large, open plan lobby area. A huge chandelier hangs from the ceiling, and you see like the just little like gemstones all twinkling off it. It's not just like white crystal, you know. It's like little. You see hints of blue and red and green all through there. And your only assumption is they are either dyed glass or they are perhaps even like actual gemstones potentially. It's hard to tell from this distance, but it is very impressive. And as it like, although it is daytime and it isn't actually lit itself, the light coming in from the skylight above gives the whole room almost like a little like tinted glow as it passes through these colored shards. Underneath it, you see a large half-circular desk with about 4 or 5 people currently behind it. Most of them are sat down on like stools, kind of like working away at their little positions and desks, and you see a little bell at the front middle of the whole thing, kind of at the end of the stairway, kind of continues rising up into the building itself a little ways and then levels off.
I want to ring that bell more than I've ever wanted anything in my
I was
life.
gonna say.
Atlas Crucible is like,
Like, okay,
and then immediately goes back to the party.
okay. You ring the bell, ding, and you see a few of the elves like look up from their work, and the one closest to the bell that was rung, you see kind of like an older looking female elf. You think they're hard to. They are definitely more female looking than male looking, but they're kind of at just that level of fluidity that you're not 100% sure.
If they asked you where the bathroom was, you'd panic.
Yeah. They kind of crack like a warm smile, and they just kind of like lean over the desk a little bit, adjust their half moon spectacles that they're wearing on their like long crooked nose, and just go like, most interesting indeed. Who do we have here then?
We're looking for the sheriff.
Not to worry. And do you have a message or appointment with the sheriff today?
She told us to meet her here.
Not to worry. Let me just check with her. And you watch as they tap a few things on their hollow strap, and you see the illusionary projection of the sheriff's face flicker up after a few seconds, and then you hear like a little small back and forth of just like, sorry for the interruption. Just checking. Did you have an appointment with 5 individuals today arranged? And you hear the sheriff like, yes, I did indeed. If you could let them sit up, please. The chancellor's office. I'm waiting for them there. Splendid, of course. Goodbye, Selim. And then the line bloop, bloop, that goes, and it goes. Well, okay then. So the chancellor's office it is. Point turns around, up the stairs on the left, third door on the right.
Thank you.
This person is polite because they refer to us as individuals rather than what they were actually thinking.
All right. Now, do you follow her instructions, or do you try to take the opportunity to?
Up the stairs to the right, third
No,
door on the
we're
left.
good.
Go.
We're law-abiding citizens mostly. Mild trespassing.
Mm-hmm. So as you start heading up the stairs, Cyrus immediately turns right up as he's going up the stairs.
Astra kind of looks at him and is like, "Psst."
And he'll sigh and follow.
Yep. So you eventually go the correct direction, following the instructions, and you see the kind of like carpeted floors on top of the marble stone, and then you see the very fine wooden door with the name kind of like embroidered across it. It's like Chancellor, just at the very top. And the door is partially ajar. And as you approach, you hear, but that is what I'm most worried about, Chancellor. Obviously, we cannot be sure what is going to happen next.
Astra will knock.
I want to eavesdrop more.
What if you thought I'm being sneaky?
You hear, we will talk about this with everyone present who said was coming today. Come in! You hear kind of calling out.
Sounds like quite a woman.
I feel like Astra like shyly opens the door, like, hello.
As you kind of like open the door slowly, you see a wood elf woman at first. You think the way her features kind of fall about her face, they don't match that traditionally of a high elf, but they're a bit more elegant, more lifted than a wood elf. They almost would appear to be like of a mixed heritage. She is very large. She is almost comically fat. And she appears to be wearing multiple layers of clothing. She's got like a shawl, and under the shawl she's got like a cardigan, and under the cardigan she's got like a little like turtleneck jumper, and then like under that you see like little white sleeves puffing out at the edges. She's probably like in her like mid 500s or so at a rough guess, and she's this like long auburn hair that kind of falls down to her waist. She has brown eyes that kind of dart from person to person. She has no glasses, but she squints like she needs them. And yeah, she's definitely a definitely a very interesting looking woman. Quite a woman, you would say.
I feel like
So when
Cyrus
she-
is just gonna like lean down to like beside Atlas's ear and just whisper, "Quite a woman," and just
You just heard that.
stand back up tall.
Not a woman.
Not a woman.
A rose.
And I think to give you like a rough idea, like she probably stands like around about like 6 foot-ish, like in that rough region. But she must weigh nearly 20 stone. She's, she's not absurd, like sort of as like she's big, but she's not like a bowling ball like up
My
with
brain's
legs.
just giving me Lizzo. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
She weighs more than Cyrus.
Well, Cyrus is a little weedy.
She definitely doesn't help herself with the way she dresses, I think it's probably fair to say.
She's like adding bulk.
Yeah. And as you all kind of come in, you see she kind of like looks at you all kind of in turn. But the way she looks as you have all entered, do you realize she has like, her brown eyes as she like looks at you all, they don't seem to really move in her sockets at all. She has to crane her entire neck as she looks around at each of you in turn as you kind of like
fake
step
eyes.
in.
Those eyes are fake.
And as you all kind of step inside the room, she kind of like sits back down in her chair and then goes, right, anyway, Sheriff, I've heard what you have to say, but I would like to hear what these lot have found, if it is any different from what you've already told me. Well, I believe it will probably coincide mostly with what I've been told, if what they have told my sergeant was accurate, but unless they have discovered anything else from yesterday.
I think Kaladin or
You're locked again.
Cyrus is just gonna like nudge Barrows closer.
Listen, you talk to the receptionist. I was trying to give you, the limelight. You don't seem to speak to many people. You just smack them.
I understand my strengths and weaknesses. Conversation is not among them. You seem quite adept at it, so I figured I'd let you take the lead.
Very well, very well. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Councilwoman. Before we start, I don't suppose you have any biscuits. I almost missed breakfast, and I didn't quite eat as much as I...
You almost.
If not, it's fine. Business is business.
She gestures to like a small side table at the side of the room, and there's like a little like silver tea set. With like a little like long like serving platter with just like a selection of like bourbon, custard creams, shortbreads.
I will get to that in a moment. That looks delectable. Most of what the sheriff is correct. We did some digging around and found the plans of these cultists. We went back to the tunnels and tried to find some extra bits, but nothing that is probably would help. Mainly that we think that they're using the tunnels to navigate the city unseen. And that the danger is very real, and they most definitely will make an attack.
This is most troubling to think on indeed. Regardless, I think the best plan, we can assume that this group are attempting to target the engines in some way. They're definitely showing some kind of interest towards them. But contrary to the sheriff's suggestion, I feel like a mass mobilization of the watch may put unnecessary pressure on these already proven to be quite dangerous individuals. I worry that they may rush things, and if an engine gets damaged, it could risk the city at large. Sheriff Olero, instead, double down the reinforcement of the council buildings. Let them believe that their attack plan is going unimpeded. Obviously, they would expect us to be slightly aware of it, but hopefully, if they see us putting more force here, they'll think that they're maybe a step ahead of us, in a sense. Hopefully, then we can send out smaller groups in time to resecure the engines quietly, subtly, make sure that they are reinforced, but maybe not a mass maneuver.
if
Sure.
I may be so bold, from what we've seen from this group, they work in small strike forces. We've never faced more than a handful at times, and although they are very skilled, maybe we can be of assistance and position ourselves in anticipation for the attacks. Unless they are fully aware that we know and change them completely. But there are very little ways in and out of these engines from what I've seen from the plans.
Also, not to raise suspicion, but we having been escorted out of the tunnels, they are very intricate and hard to navigate to people that do not know them. Though guards and people with clearance are able to, it is possible that perhaps among their ranks they have someone on the inside.
When he says that, can I check her reaction, see if maybe
Sure.
she
You can insight check.
might know anything?
I feel like Asher probably doing the same.
I talk, you listen and watch. Fail safe.
That is a fucking fail. I got a 1, so I got 8.
Alright,
Go it.
Astra's got your back.
Why would I lie about that?
Yeah.
Everyone needs to announce their rules. I'm on the fucking page.
Astra got more than that. She got an
18.
18 inside. Astra, you don't see any like anything weird from the Chancellor that allegation, other than what you would expect. But the sheriff does shoot Cyrus like a dirty look of like, why the fuck you throw me into the fucking bus, man? Like, come on, like why are you fucking saying it might be the guards? Like, why are you putting this shit on me? And as she gives him that look, you hear 2 explosions ring out. And as you do so, you hear an alarm sounding shortly after. The sheriff immediately draws her sword, and you watch as her holodeck begins lighting up all sorts of colors. She hits one of the buttons, and you hear it like cycle through a frequency. And then you hear just a variety of like messages all overlapping each other. Like there's a very little kind of like chance for even like dead air on the line, and you kind of, because you're within 15 foot over at this point, and you just hear this like, you know, like it looks like we're getting some kind of a people are coming in from the north and from the west. Looks like they're, what the fuck is? And as that happens, you hear another explosion, and the actually shakes the room that you're in. Stone and brick comes flying down from the north wall, and I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Wait, before we do that, how many biscuits did I manage to steal?
A selection of biscuits.
Where am I?
Reposition yourselves wherever you'd like to be on the map. The biscuit table is this lectern to the bottom right-hand side. Just
Oh, I'm already
I
there.
am next to that biscuit
so Atlas and
table.
Barros are at a
Somebody
biscuit
move me
table.
there.
Harry, I don't have a piece.
Where is Cyrus? What the fuck? He was here a second ago. Hang on, let me grab you from another level.
I rolled 18.
The council
I can kind of show rules,
Sarah.
but you're just gonna have to trust me.
probably like here.
There we go.
What did
She
you roll?
wants-
18, Atlas?
Yeah, 18.
Cool.
It's a little janky, but we're trying our best.
Woo!
That was so close to being that one.
No, no, getting a nat 1. How terrible.
Did that not pick up?
Oh my
Mine
god,
did pick up.
You have to click your icon.
Back of my
No,
head.
yeah,
Well, I
rolled
didn't.
before.
Yeah, no, I clicked it, but it obviously didn't recognize it.
Astra got a 3. Now I need to roll for the sheriff.
Out of range.
Somebody take a photo of the battlefield and send it into the Facebook Messenger so I know what the fuck's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you,
Well,
I can get up on Discord for if you want,
I can't work out how to open the fucking chat channel on this.
I can get a screenshot.
She got a 7.
No.
That's
Oh my god, the table is shaped like a D20.
Oh, this is probably better.
Actually not, shaped like a D. No. I don't know what that is in the box.
You're currently
No, I see myself. I'm hanging out by the biscuit table.
you're like
the
90
bottom
foot,
right.
Stuffing
90
as much
foot from
shop.
the nearest people.
The second I got to send that 4
Probably
pictures
don't
arrived,
be
I was just
right.
like, right, well, I don't need to do anything now.
Theater of the mind, George. Just like
Like the old days.
before we
the old
had any of this technology.
You're like 95 foot away from the people.
Okay.
I figured you'd want the math too.
Yeah.
5-cylinder,
It's
4-cylinder roll
fine. I'll
for...
just yell spells, and if I'm not allowed to do them, you can tell me.
Sheriff is 45 foot, and so is the councilwoman.
Did we get her name?
Hmm?
Did we get the councilwoman's name?
We got it yesterday, but I don't think I know it now.
Yeah,
might
it
have
is
known.
Alethea Wasanithi.
Oh,
What's that?
one of those names. Alethea.
There
What?
was
Rasta Noeth.
I don't know. I probably spelled this wrong, but I don't know.
I'm gonna chalk it up to Cyrus's bad memory of remembering.
I'm
names.
really looking forward to us not being in the fucking elf land, because elf names are so, like, I can't wait until we go to wherever, like, giant folk are and it's just like Krog.
Be right back.
My kingdom for a Krog.
Okay, Atlas, you are actually the first to act in this encounter. You're on the far side of the room from where this explosion has actually happened.
Oh god, I was just expecting to stuff my shit with shortbread.
Yeah, you're stuffing your shit with shortbread. But unfortunately, shit's going down. The closest enemies are within 90 foot of you. Both of them have half cover because there's a big statue and some bookcases and stuff in the way that they kind of like have breached in from behind.
Okay. Who are they? Are they dry steers again?
They look like elves, yeah. They're wearing, fairly civilian-looking
Everyone's
clothing, but they're,
fucking elf on this planet.
yeah.
They
You're in the
come
elf
through
homeworld.
an exploded wall.
Okay, coming through an exploded wall is pretty damning. Sorry, I just leveled up and I can do so much shit and yet still simultaneously no shit. Okay, how many guys? I'm like 90 foot from them.
90 to
Four.
the closest one's 95 foot for like the ones behind them,
Okay,
I think.
but they have half
Should be-
cover.
Yeah, 90 foot.
Should I waste? Yeah, fuck it. I just leveled up. I'll waste it. I would like to starry form
Sure, go for it.
into the archer.
Yep. You see Atlas's... Well, what happens, Atlas, when you take on this starry form?
I'll tell you when I find it.
She's not sure.
Hang on.
Stuff and things.
Oh, I can actually do this as a bonus action, so I should probably try and like attack people and shit first. But well.
Does having it up before not
Um,
help as well? Like it does.
But not an archer. Archer just gives me an extra attack. But like also as a bonus action, so like I have to waste one to not get it anyway. Can I chuck a guiding bolt at them first?
Yeah, they have half cover, so you get a +2 to their AC, but yeah, there's definitely 2 who you can get a shot on.
Sorry, I missed that. I touched my earbud and it screamed at me.
It's fine. So you can see 2 people. within about like 90 foot of you. So they've got half cover, so they'll get a little bonus to their AC. You could try running if you ran like all your movement to the left. What's your fly speed is like 30, isn't it?
I think it's 30, yeah.
If you ran 30 foot to the left, you get a clear shot on one of them, like through
Yeah, I'll
between the
go for a
statue and the
shot on one of them.
bookcase.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sure, go for it.
Run and shoot a guided bolt at them. This isn't super helpful to me. You just told me I'd cast a spell, but it doesn't go anywhere, so I guess I'm gonna have to do something else.
Roll a d20 plus your wisdom plus proficiency.
Hang on. 24 to hit.
24 definitely hit. Roll your damage.
I will once it loads. Oh, look at that big spray. 10 damage.
Nice. So you like run across the room halfway, raise up your like your what do you use your focus? It's the
I have like a collection of glass discs that kind of like come off of my fingers.
perfect. So you get someone before you, and you watch this like beam of energy just like just across the top of the console table, and you see this cultist get hit square in the chest, and he just falls back into the rubble, unmoving.
And then as a bonus action, I will assume my starry form archer.
Nice.
So I go dark, and my joints glow with a bright light, and lines connect them to make constellations. And it takes the form of a constellation archer.
Cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
Anything else, Atlas?
No, I can't do anything with that yet.
All right, Cyrus.
I have it. It's there.
So Cyrus is going to move 30 feet to here, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check that. So I was here. Yep. Then I'm going to bonus action rage.
Yep. You go into
Rage.
your rage.
And I'm going to throw a javelin. Because I have
Yeet.
those.
Go
I'm
for it.
going to yeet it at this person.
Yep, they will get half cover because of the bookshelf corner, but yeah, you can definitely still make a shot at them.
Ah, nuts. That's a 9.
A 9. This javelin just like you throw it and it just like embeds itself into the corner of the bookshelf, unfortunately. Missing.
Damn it. That's me.
Alrighty. Volgear.
Mm-hmm. I'm just working out where I'm going.
Jump up on the table.
Well, that reduce their cover.
Unfortunately not, because their cover is from a physical tall bookcase. It's not, it goes above their head height. The table does
Unless
not
I get
give you the
here.
elevation.
Because then I'm in a direct line to there, aren't I?
Slightly, you're half cut off. See, maybe half the token is cut off.
Damn it. Right. No, I'm just going to pull out the bow. Right,
If you can hit 3 corners directly without hitting, a position, then you have a clear shot. That's the rule. If you can hit 2 clearly, then it's a half covered. If you hit 1, then it's 3/4 covered.
Right,
You can't hit any.
What I might do then is move to there. So I'll move. No. There. Bloody moved the sodding thing. That would be helpful. There was it there or there?
I think it's there where you are now.
Cool.
Still have half covered just about. Just you can't get that over those right hand.
No, that's fine. Cast Hunter's Mark on this one.
How close is your Hunter's Mark?
Oh, that's a question.
Because he is 90 foot from you, roughly.
90 foot.
Okay, perfect. And it definitely would take
That
I was
feels
60 for some
awfully
reason.
convenient.
Well, that's for some reason it's automatically rolled the damage.
That's fine. Just
Yeah,
add it to the attack if it hits. If not, you can set that
Yeah.
4 aside. for
Use
next
my
time.
longbow. Nope, that did not hit.
An 11, unfortunately, yeah, like the javelin, it impacts the corner of this bookshelf, and you see the wood beginning to crack as the sustained damage keeps hitting this quite thin panel of wood. Like with enough force, it will break.
At least we're beating the shit out of that bookcase.
Hey, you already killed someone.
That'll be
I
the end of my
killed
turn.
someone? I
Yeah.
just died.
They died.
Oh.
You
They
blasted
died
them back
instantly.
with the guiding bolt. You fucking
Hello?
annihilated them.
That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
Kills
Veros.
You're back.
ever.
Cool. I'm going to move 35 foot and then bonus action dash using cunning action to get to here, which
Lovely.
is
You got
70
a
foot.
beautiful exposed line of sight on the target.
And I'm going to short bow.
Go for it.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 will definitely hit.
I don't know if the sneak attack damage. That's not. So it'll just be 8 piercing damage.
Yep, just the piercing damage, unfortunately. Nothing was nothing would have triggered the sneak. Yeah, that individual is very badly injured after that arrow like sinks into his like side. You watch he staggers.
Cool. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. This individual who's been hit in the side really badly is going to fall back into cover. And then you hear the sound of a glass smashing. And then a oh, does something you can't see. Lovely.
Are we meant to be able to see your rolls, Harry?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you see them; they won't tell you anything anyway, will they? That was his bonus action and a bit of his movement. He then steps out over the past the dead body, the one Atlas just blasted, and you notice the same individual looking a lot healthier, Beros, even though the arrow where the arrow had hit, the blood is still splattered and stained his clothing, but you
What
look
the
like
hell? How fucking dare he?
he drank a healing potion,
Of course
a readily available thing that anyone can buy.
I thought that's what it was.
How dare NPC use that?
He comes around the corner, he sees Cyrus, and then he just like takes like this long dagger that he has in both hands, lifts it up over his head. He's gonna try to throw it at Cyrus. So this will look like a scimitar attack just being reskinned. A 9 just goes wide, Cyrus, easily. Next one's turn. They come out. 5 and this one moves forward to here, and like kind of like sinks back into their stance. And you watch as they take dodge action. Let's mark that. Sheriff's turn. Sheriff is going to turn to the one who's closest to her, Astra. She reaches into her pouch, and she is going to pull out a small, what appears to be like a gemstone with a little spike attachment to it. And she turns, she goes, catch, and she throws it in your direction. I'm gonna make just a general dexterity check to see how good she throws it to you. A 15. It's a pretty solid throw. Make me a sleight of hand check. A 5 or higher, and you catch.
15.
Yeah, easily. A great catch, a great receive. You catch this little crystal gemstone in your hand, and you look at it. Make me an Arcana check. Just see if you recognize what it is.
Well, let's go with a flat roll. Let's see what happens. 16.
16. You would know that this is a it's like an attachment for your hollow strap. You're not quite sure what this one does, but you know that your hollow strap has a port, a singular port you can put an attachment into that this would slot directly into. And then before you can actually have a moment to summarize or try to work out what this thing is in more detail, the sheriff calls you and she says, that is it's a group sync add-on. But it will only tune you into the frequencies of the guard here. But it might give you a bit of better going on. And she looks over towards the combat, and she is going to move towards them. 5, 10, 15, 20. She's going to dash right the way up to here. She has a club that she has, like a club on her shield, and she's like kind of like ready herself, kind of like getting ready to get into melee with the one next to her, but not, you know, walking into that in case they're gonna stab her or something, when she's not prepared. She then turns over her shoulder and she calls to you all, and she says, I can protect the Chancellor. If you can get yourselves out the door, get to my men, tell them you need to get to the engine. Make sure the engine is secure. This might be a distraction. And that will be the end of her turn. From around the bookshelf, an individual steps out. You watch as he lifts a finger, points it at the sheriff, and he's going to try to cast a spell on her. So she's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, super high DC, so she probably should be fine. You watch
the instinct there to just be like counter spells, like I don't have that anymore.
You watch as her body begins to like stiffen up as like you watch this like spell try to like lock her in place, and she just like shrugs off the effect and like stretches, and you hear this like frustrated growl from the individual who's just peeked out from behind the bookshelf, who then tucks back in behind the cover. Astra, you have the attachment. You would know it would be a action to insert it into the device, just as a note. But that would also instantly enable it, so it would instantly activate it.
Alright. Astra's going to enable it. Like, put it into the thing.
If you search on D&D Beyond for Holostrap add-on, you'll see Holostrap add-on Group Sync. And I'll tell you very briefly what it does.
Look at him adding his pants to the item.
Way rolls. Group sync. Okay. Add equipment. Let me see. As an action, you can switch on the sync cousin. So, is it next turn I can cast the message, or?
Yeah. So it's this first action is you slotting it in and like turning it on. But now, anytime you use the message feature, instead of messaging someone individually, it just broadcasts on this like open frequency effectively, which is like set. So they're all linked. And as you connect to it, the same audio coming out of the sheriff's holostrap, that probably only Cyrus can really hear at the minute, begins blaring out of yours as well. And it's a similar thing. You hear like, you know, this is Bravo team. We're moving around the north side trying to see where they got in from. And like, you know, just like a lot of like cutter and chatting back and forth. And
Okay, just checking what bonus actions I have. Just healing word. No one's injured yet. So Astra's going to start. I think she's going to move just a bit, but stay in like range of. That's 50. That's there behind cover. Maybe just a bit further. Yeah. That's Astra's go.
Alrighty. The Chancellor is going to crawl under the table. She crawls under the table and she gets stuck a little bit after she just gets in. She's Winnie the Pooh'd it a little bit.
Oh no.
She's not having a good time.
Oh no.
Atlas.
For future, I can't use Archer when I activate it. I read it wrong.
Would you like to take an extra attack this turn then?
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
I just need to learn my shit better. Just so people can remind me, because I know I'm gonna make that mistake again. So how many guys are left?
You can see 2 individuals at the moment.
And they're still clinging to their half cover?
No, one is in the open, the other is taking the dodge action.
One is in the open, taking the dodge action, and the other one is near the half cover, but he's actually moved forward because he said this push past the dead body of his friend that you made, so he's actually exposed now. So one's a clear shot, and the other one...
made? Like it's a craft project.
Yeah, you made a dead body.
Okay, well let's bring him a little bit closer again, and I'm gonna try and I can't remember the fucking cantrip I'm trying to use right now. Thorn Whip. That's what I'm gonna do.
Thorn Whip's range is
30 foot. Can I get up to him?
no, you could move.
I don't know where I am.
If you move 30 foot directly towards the one who's using dodge, you would just be out of range. You'd be 35 foot away. So you'd be out of range for both of them at the moment, unfortunately.
Okay, what about something that's 60 foot?
60 foot would hit, yep. You could target either of them with that. You
I
just need to take
create a
step forward.
bonfire onto him.
Sure. The one who's dodging or the one who's by the statue?
Does the one who's dodging get advantage on avoiding a bonfire at his feet?
Because he's dodging, I think he does, yeah. Depends on what saving throw he has to make, but I think...
And not that guy.
Sure, then you will have to move forward a fair chunk to get the other guy within range. You have to like move around the table a little bit past the Winnie the Poohing Chancellor.
What does Dodge do? Like,
Hmm?
what's he doing? What does Dodge do? Like, what's he doing?
Dodge me. He's just like taking evasive maneuvers and like dodging out of the way. Like so, attacks against him have disadvantage. I'm just checking if he. They also make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it under the other guy. Let me jump into the room and get that other guy with a bonfire.
If you rush up alongside the table past the Winnie the Poohing Chancellor, and yeah, you cast your create bonfire underneath, and they make a dex save.
They make a dex save, yeah.
That roll. Roll the 4.
He fails. He
Roll your
takes
damage.
1d8 fire damage, which
Roll it.
was me.
This is the one who just healed himself.
5 damage.
5 damage, lovely.
How's he looking?
After that, bloodied. Definitely bloodied after that. Like the fire licking up at his ankles and all, he yells in pain.
That's what we like to hear. And then I'm gonna hit him with the archer attack as my bonus action.
Mhm.
Which is somewhere. Sorry, I have to like skip through all my shit because it's like all on different pages on the app.
Fine.
Where's my freaking thing? Oh, okay. So try and hit him with this. That's a 9 to hit.
Mine will miss, unfortunately.
Goes wide.
Do you want to
Sorry,
take that
arrow
shot that you
passes
had the other
through.
turn, or no?
Sure.
Go for it.
14.
14 against the cultist will hit. Damage.
Six.
6. Nice. Yeah, with that, what fires out from you? Is it like a little shooting star, or?
A luminous arrow.
Perfect. A luminous arrow flies out from Atlas's form and strikes this other cultist and sends him careening back on top of the dead body of his friend that she also just murdered in cold blood horribly. My god, the horror.
I also like that it
Stacking
specifies
bodies in the
hurling a
corner.
luminous arrow, which suggests that I just like chuck it.
Yeah. Almost like a fucking javelin.
No bow, I just yeet that thing at him. Wait, did he
Atlas
die?
stacking bodies
Yeah,
in
he
the
dies.
corner.
I
Stacking
am
bodies in the
can't
corner.
do these guys.
Cyrus.
Seeing as
You're
the person
watching
he
a
was,
tiny owl brutally murder everyone.
you probably get like a nod of approval from him.
She started glowing and then she started murdering.
Yeah, Cyrus is going to push up on the dodge E and try to smack her.
Sure thing. Attack at
Then-
disadvantage, please.
Are they the dodge E or the dodge R?
The dodge E. No, the dodger.
The dodge Chandler.
Oh, what was that roll?
Excuse me?
What the?
I don't know what that roll was.
He rolled
I
2
rolled-
18s.
Yeah, I rolled two
so you,
18s.
so you did hit with a 23, not a 41 to hit. What the
Hang on.
fuck is that?
It said roll with disadvantage, so I clicked disadvantage. It rolled the 2 dice at
Yeah,
the same time.
It's rolled 2 18s, but for some reason, instead of rolling at disadvantage, it just has added them together.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
But luckily, it was the same dice result, so everybody wins.
And then I'll do a whacking.
Whack-a-mole.
Then I'll whack him.
It's a 10, and I get to add something because of my rage. Did that count it? I don't know.
Just so
No,
damn.
so 10 plus.
Would be 2 at this level.
Yeah, 10 plus 2, so 12 damage total.
And I say you bring the axe down hard and true, and you watch as you just like cleave into this one's shoulder. I assume lethal damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and they fall down dead in front of you, just like unmoving as they've like tried to parry the attack away with their dagger, but this like snapped the metal in half. You brought the battle axe down so hard.
I'm just
Thinking
imagining
this entire time and not realising we muted.
Dagger, touching human. Well, elf.
Anything else, Cyrus?
How much movement did I use there? So I was like here. That's 20. Yeah, I'm gonna take step over the body and then start to like head towards the opening.
Perfect. Bulgia.
Hunters. I'm going to move my hunter's mark to this one, and the one remaining. With my bonus action.
Yep.
And then I'm going to roll for me longbow attack.
Go for it.
They are behind a bookcase.
Yep, they currently have total cover, so you will have to reposition yourself, but you can move. If you move... If you move 30 foot to your, like, left, it's kind of like, yeah, so almost like that, so near the statue there, that would get you just a shot. You're looking for a shot corner to corner. If you can get corner to corner, you would get a shot off. So if you can connect corner to corner, that would be a shot. My ruler has vanished from my fucking abilities.
There you go.
Yep, corner to corner. That would do it. They would have 3 corners cover because you only hit 1 corner effectively.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. So
They're only wearing leather armor, so they're not,
18.
18 with the cover just hits.
Oh.
Just goes around the corner and just catches them in the side.
Right, that's a nat 1 for the damage, and then the it's a D4, a D6 for my thingy.
If you're hunter's mark, do you want to put that 4 you had earlier on it?
Yeah, if you.
Or did you use that? Because I think did you miss the last time, or did you hit the last time?
Yeah, I missed the last time.
Yeah, so just put the 4 you rolled before then when you cast it. That's fine.
So 8 then total.
Perfect. Yeah, you do 8 points of piercing damage with that as you impact them, and you hear this like cry of pain from behind the bookcase.
Alright. Leave it there for the moment.
Veros.
I'm gonna full movement bonus action dash to get just behind here to kind of get the best advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And then a short bow attack. 21.
That hits. Definitely hits.
10 points of piercing damage.
Very nice. This individual is looking quite bloodied after that one as it impacts him.
And that is my turn.
Lovely. The sheriff is going to move up to here into melee, and she is going to begin attacking with her club.
Do you have a club?
She's got a baton.
Oh, okay. I was imagining
Baton.
Sylvia's very angry at something. She's actually just going to rush up and take her shield and try to bash this guy to the ground. With a crit, she certainly will. She clunks him fucking proper in the head, and I'll roll his strength saving throw to not get pushed down. Yeah, he gets knocked flat on his ass as she just like bashes him, and she actually bashes him so hard with the shield, he only had 15 hit points left. So she just fucking straight up knocks him unconscious with just like the heft of her shield.
Jesus.
I feel like she knocked him unconscious and all of us are like, oh, we're going non-lethal?
No, I imagine that when she knocks him unconscious, Cyrus thinks to himself, what a woman. Quite a woman.
Quite a woman indeed. Astra, you would get an action next if you would like to take one. We're still technically in initiative right now because other things are happening behind the scenes. Things like the thing that was yelled to you as well that everyone seemed to disregard.
Astra will cast that message into the pull the strap to everybody, including the guards, that Sheriff says get to the engines. We need to get to the engines. This is a distraction. And Ash is going to start running.
Yep. Are you running out the doors towards the engines, or are you?
She's running at the door towards the engines.
Uh,
Granted, she doesn't know what direction that is. But assuming it's these doors?
She did say if you went out the door, yeah. So that door's the way you came in. Hmm.
Show me my child. She is yelling.
She's yelling. I don't know why she's yelling so much.
just a question, but is it not worth us maybe taking the tunnels to backtrack where the elves are going, and especially if they're going to
these aren't
the
tunnels.
entrance?
These
Oh,
are
they're not tunnels.
these are walls. It looks like they've actually blown their way through the outer walls of this building.
Okay, cool.
So beyond this, you see like other area. Because you heard 2 explosions before this one that came in from the north, and you see kind of through that one to the north side. There's like another hole and another wall, which kind of like goes out into like the like actual open air. After you run 30 foot to the door, throw it open, use object interaction, and you see your message has just been transmitted, and you see a few guards like receiving it, and like there are signs of mobility beginning to happen.
Okay.
Do we know where the engines are?
No, the sheriff said if you could go out the door, the sheriff just pointed her to as like get to the engines, almost like expecting Ash perhaps to know, but like I think there's a.
Really, she'll just follow the massive bodies. Jim the guards know where the engines are.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Anything else, Asher? You still have an action. You could dash if you wanted to dash down the corridor.
She'll hold an action if any other like enemies come through. She'll fire her crossbow at them, but she'll wait at the door until the others catch up.
Perfect. The dust begins to settle, and the chancellor, you hear like, "Is it over? Are we safe?" And she begins like shuffling herself out from under the desk, ever so slightly. As she does so, the wall on the western side explodes. I need everyone within 20 foot of this explosion to make me a dexterity saving throw. I think it's just going to be Beros and Volgir. Please.
Wonderful. Dex save.
Dex save, please, and thank you.
Ooh, 8.
I'll take that.
Alrighty. So it's not a massive amount of damage. Volgir, you take 2 points of fire damage, and Beros, you take 4 points of fire damage as this explosion like rocks out and washes over the area. And as the dust begins to settle, you see 4 more cultists all finish their ready to action. They dash into the area, and then they get to roll their initiative for the top of the round. And as that happens, the noble goes like, "Oh no!" and tucks back in under the desk. But it actually on her second turn.
Deeply relatable.
Roll these guys' initiative in.
I'm so torn. Do we split the party and deal with the engines, or do we stay and fight?
That is the question.
Well, the guards know that the engines are the main point of call. No.
The guards also know where the fucking engines are.
That's also a fair
It's
point.
something we.
Okay. One of these cultists rolled incredibly well, so they actually go top initiative. As soon as breaching through, they almost get a free turn, a surprise almost, and they are going to rush in. Volgir, they're going to take advantage of the fact that you've just been blasted, and they are going to run right up to you and around you. They're not going to leave your reach, but as they get behind you, they're going to try to stab you in the back with this like long dagger that they have. La whopping 5.
Ding.
Atlas. You see this individual rushing towards you with a knife heading in the direction of the Chancellor. Just tries to stab Volgir in the back, but misses, and is like, kind of like bogged down. They're about 15 foot from you.
15 foot, you said. Sounds like a thorn within distance. Technically, they could be 30 foot, but you know, fine.
Still applies.
It counts. It counts.
Astra, also, what did you readied for the... If anyone else came in, and if you declared what you had readied.
To fire the crossbow
Okay.
at here.
Then you would have been
Yeah.
able to take a pop shot.
Ooh,
Okay.
I got a 27 to hit.
I think it's gonna be a disadvantage because
Yeah,
the
it's out of the max
crossbow.
range.
Yeah.
Just fire a shot off a sec and go against the person who just started running first.
Okay.
27 hits, Atlas.
I got a nat 20. Does that mean that I get to do something
Yeah,
fun?
it
even
means
though
you
it's
you do max
Nope.
damage on the first dice. So whatever the
How
dice
the
you normally roll for
fuck do I
damage, what dice you normally roll for damage is max, and then you roll normally, and then you add that to whatever the max dice roll is.
That's
Wait, what? So I normally roll 2d6.
Yeah, so if you normally roll 2d6, you do 12.
Okay.
Need to change my.
And then
2d6.
I roll 2d6 as well.
Roll 2d6 in addition.
Seven.
It's not 2d6, it's 1d6.
Then why is it telling me 2d6?
Probably because it was a crit. It's only a
Yeah.
cantrip. It goes to 2d6 when you reach 5th level.
Yeah, weird.
So you do you rolled a 7. What's the breakdown on that 7 then?
A 2 and a 5.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2 plus 6 for 8 damage then on that thorn whip. And do you pull them towards you?
How close are they to me
15 foot.
already? No, I don't want to pull them.
Okay,
I
yep, they
choose
stay
not
where they
to
are.
pull them.
I believe you can pull them up to, so that by that means you can not pull them at all. I will check the spell. Yeah, up to 10 feet. So you can say I pull them 0 feet. So it's fine.
I pull them 0 fucking feet.
Perfect.
Stay the fuck away
Just
from me.
which?
And also have an arrow of pure light thrown in your face.
Okay, roll an attack.
I've forgotten where the fuck it is. Hang on. Oh, this is so much more annoying to fucking deal with.
It's probably
There
just a
it
d20. You should just get
Yeah,
some
you're-
actual dice if you have them anywhere.
Your druid sounds
I don't
like
have
a
die. I'm at home. It was an 11 to hit. And then
11
this was-
will just hit on a cultist. And
Okay.
as the beam of light fires out with a 1 hit point, Atlas fucking murks another one of these poor cultists.
I got 7 damage. If that
Atlas,
helps.
the being of
Yeah,
elves.
the
apparently.
the beam of like star energy hits this.
So they just go straight through like boom, boom. It's like
Yeah, just goes clean through, hits the statue behind, and yeah, there's this like blood and viscera just like splurting out of this like hollow hole punched head.
I like to think that it looks very cool because she has her mask on, but inside the mask, her face is just like.
Olga is just looking at this guy. He was there. Now he's over there.
He was
What's
there
going on?
and that he wasn't.
Cyrus.
I see 2 legs, and that's it.
Well, I'm
Cyrus
still
is
glowing, so that's
gonna-
fun.
Do a sprint 30 feet
Yep.
and do a whacking.
Go for it. So he's very bork.
Ooh, that is a 9.
A 9 will miss, unfortunately, Cyrus. You rush in.
Yep. No bonus actions, so that is my turn.
Why if we switch positions? Normally I'm the one who's missing everything, and you're the one doing the murdering.
Ryan, do you not have 2, or do you not have 2 attacks yet?
No, I only have 1 attack at the moment.
Oh.
I'm a little boy. I'm only a
yeah.
level 2.
Just a little guy.
Right.
A little fella.
Right. I'm gonna do some movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move there. Move my hunter's mark to... No, not that one. That one.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attack.
You Pikachu, go for it.
16.
It hits, roll the damage.
That's 9.
Lovely. Yeah, you
Plus-
fire.
The 6, so 15.
Fucking hell, yeah, you fire this arrow cleanly through his eye, and he just like stumbles back into like the crumbled hole in the wall they've just blown open.
I'm making my way out, guys.
Kyle, poor Kyle.
But I'm not getting there very quickly. I've got very small legs.
Anything else, Wargear? Is that it?
That's it.
Alrighty. The one next to Cyrus is going to try to stab him. As is the one next to him. Cyrus, they hit you a 13 and a 17.
17 will hit.
Four slashing damage, please. Cyrus, half the 2 because you're raging.
Sweet.
Veros.
I will move and slot myself in front of this guy next to Cyrus.
Battle buddies.
I will drop my short bow, pull out the rapier.
Yep. Just throw it on the ground, rapier drawn, make your attack.
Oh, Cyrus sing the Battle Buddies jingle.
One of
That
the
is
hymns
a
to-
24 to hit.
24 definitely hits, and he's within range of your sneak attack. So the 9 piercing damage, you slice
Yeah.
that cultist dead. Just with terrifying precision.
Fuck these cultists.
And can I use my bonus action to take the dodge action?
Can indeed. Your cunning action. Wait. Sheriff's turn. She's move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. And that's all she'll do. She doesn't like pushing herself too far, so she's just like moving to support you guys. And then she'll say, I can clean up. Go. Get to the corridor. Go down the stairs. And behind the stairs, there's a basement access. Go through there. And she will kind of move up to support Cyrus. Astra.
But we're having so much fun murdering cultists.
Can you hold action movement kind of thing?
You can ready an action to dash. But it means you won't get any movement really
This turn.
this turn. So you can't say I'm going to hold 60 foot. You can hold 30 foot of movement to dash, yes.
I'll maybe do that, hold a dash until they start to get within like 30 foot of me, then she'll start running.
Oh, perfect. Anything with a bonus action or anything like that, or?
I mean, no, she's only got bonus action cure wounds and no one's in range, so
That's fine.
yeah.
The Chancellor continues to be panicked and scared under the desk, but is still alive. Atlas. There's only one cultist left. They are
The Chancellor continues to be panicked and scared. This feels like my life.
they are 40 foot from you, but you can easily move in range of your Thorn Whip if you would like to.
Or, you know, start moving towards us.
There's 40 feet of me.
They're within 40 foot of you, yes. So you'd have to move away from Astra and the door, which will lead you to the engines eventually, to get them within the Thorn Whip range.
I will chuck an arrow at them as a bonus action,
Yep.
and then I'm going to use my movement to move up
Sure.
with the cleric.
Perfect. Make your attack with your star form.
20.
20 hits, roll the damage.
Nine.
Fucking hell. The luminous bolt of light flies past and just like sinks into this guy's chest, killing him instantly.
I imagine that Cyrus takes a swing with the axe, misses, and then this arrow just zips past his shoulder, hits this guy in the head, and he's just like,
The amount of fucking like nines you guys have rolled for your damage, by the way, is ridiculous. Like, what the average is like 7 for all your attacks.
I promise I'm not lying.
No, I know, I believe you. I can see that. I can see the D&D Beyond campaign breakdown.
I mean, +5 to damage, like, is an incredible fucking bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just got really good wisdom. Like, it will fade in time.
Every DM's like, let's use online dice rollers. It stops cheating. Harry's like, it kills all
Hey.
my characters too quickly.
me and Mary were playing another game, and everybody was rolling like 2s. Digital dice are so
I-
unreliable.
I mean, our fucking second session when like nobody rolled above a 12 like the entire time.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess these characters just suck.
Swings and roundabouts.
As this is happening,
But yeah, I'll then use all my movement to get up with Astra.
Yep. At the end of your turn, Atlas, you begin receiving a sending on your holostrap for the first time.
Cool. Let me get that shit.
Yep, and you hear it like projecting out from it, and again, it is audibly kind of like in the area around. It is heard by anyone from 15 foot of
I
view.
regret this now. I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
The only person who could probably hear it at this point, because you would have dashed to the door, would be Astra. You hear the voice of someone that you recognize. You hear the voice of the Roland, the owner of the Temple of the Watcher, the enchantment store that you
not
helped.
how I expected, but great. Let's go with that.
And you hear him say, hello, hope I'm not catching you at a bad time. Just to let you know, missing stock, 3 Dispel magic wands, 1 magic missile wand, and then it cuts out, and then you hear 7 arcane explosive charges. That's all I can find so far.
How many explosives have we heard?
You've heard
1, 2,
4.
3, 4.
Wait, so that was 3 Dispel magic wands.
3 wands of spell
1
magic, 1 wand of magic missile, and 7 arcane explosive charges.
We've heard 4 so far.
Okay.
How many engines are there?
You don't know?
I mean, I think they would only have to take 1 out to like
If
cause
If
some
it makes
serious
anyone
damage.
feel better,
Well, considering they
we
broke through a
killed
wall.
someone with a wand of magic missiles, so we probably have that. Unless they had 2, but,
charges
like-
are.
Okay, so
Let's go with that.
you are now out of initiative loosely, as you all have dealt with the immediate threat. The sheriff, you hear her get on her holostrap on the open frequency that Astra is on, and she calls out, Pimple Knuckle, I need you reporting to the council buildings to help defend the Chancellor, please, immediately. All of you, I need some of you falling back to defend the Chancellor. We can now, the room is partially secure. I'm going to go investigate the engine. And she'll begin moving up towards the doors with you. Kind of like
I love the
following.
concept of the room being partially secure. It's like massive hole, massive hole.
Yeah, partially secure.
Let's go. Let's stop it.
It's
Let's
one
go.
half secure.
Yeah, I think
No
the
hole and
objective
no hole.
now is just book it to the engines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 60 feet.
I went from a 0 kill count to a 4 kill count very fast.
Yeah. All
I don't know
right.
whether to be scary or impressed as to how quickly you can kill cultists.
Sorry, form.
It's scary. That's the answer. How long does the story form last?
An hour.
Lovely. That will still be active.
It's
Probably.
basically just a vile shape use. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my rage is going to end before we get to the next part.
Do you want me to punch you in the face? I can shoot you with an arrow.
Right. So, the sheriff, she leads you kind of like out back through the doors, down the main staircase, and then back around under yourself, and she opens the basement door. You see a few guards have already moved down here and begun securing it, but none of them actually have entered the secret compartment yet that she reveals to you. There's a stone wall here, which as she approaches and presses a few buttons on her holostrap, you watch as a few glyphs light up on the bricks. And unlike the other guard who the manly tells him, she seems to have some kind of like just connection. And as she gets close, the bricks just like fade away, and you see the illusion fade. But as it does, you hear the sound of like a
Is
shifting
it
door.
possible to see which glyphs and where they are at any one time? Start lighting up.
Make
and-
me an intelligence check to try to memorize it. There is it's a very
I
rapid
got
pattern.
it
It's a lot
wrong.
harder than the other one because the guy before was touching them in a sequence. This happens in like 2 seconds. Like 10 different things are all pressed at a certain time.
17.
17.
I got it wrong. My story form only lasts 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. It's probably been after the fight and the running down. It's probably been like about 3 or 4 minutes at this point anyway. Vulgar, you probably get about 75% of the code. You kind of missed the last couple, but you figure, with time, you could probably brute force it if you absolutely had to. So you can mark that down. That is the Chancellor Buildings to Sun Isle tunnels. Combination 75%.
Of Chancellor to Sun Isle code. Cool.
Alrighty. So, with that in mind, you all are ushered through by the sheriff, and she taps the hollow strap and points to Astra, and she says, once you're out of range of 120 foot, we'll not be able to keep in contact with that anymore, but it probably will pick up anyone else in the tunnels still who's on that frequency. Head down. Follow the tunnel. Once you hit the cyclical part, you need to find the area that feels the lowest. There's a slight decline as you're moving around. At that point, 90-degree right into the wall. You should be able to walk straight through it. I'm gonna stay up here, make sure that the Chancellor's okay, and it's all secure up here. If anything bad happens, send someone running back to us. I'll have guards held up here, making sure this entrance is secure. This is the only way in or out of this tunnel. So it should be relatively secure down there.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Asher just starts dashing.
Perfect.
I will follow.
Yep, follow.
Lovely. So you follow her along. Astra, you kind of like go through this passageway that's been open to you. You descend down about 4 flights of stairs before it levels off again. And you find yourself approaching another brick wall, which as you approach from this side, you can see there's a handle that can be pulled and swung open.
She opens it.
Yep, you pull it. You see behind there another brick wall, but as you pull the illusion through, you see that brick wall turns into an illusionary brick wall, and you see like a rounding, ever so slightly rounding cyclical tunnel there popping up before you. Never go left or right.
I forgot what she said. Slight decline.
Get to the lowest point and
Get to the lowest point. Slight decline.
and 9 degrees.
Yeah, 9-degree angle.
So what way do you go? Left or right?
Is there any way of telling which way is sloping downward?
Yeah, which one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody got a ball?
I was gonna say if you have an instrument would give you advantage on it if you want to use on like a ball bearing or anything like that, or if not, it's just me a flat survival check.
Can Asher like drop like a crossbow bolt, see what way it rolls?
Yeah,
Or
it won't be
that
as
work?
effective as say a bowl, because a crossbow bolt traditionally would have like a flat or a tricorned point.
Yeah.
Cyrus rolled a 14.
What about spilling a
on
little bit of
survival.
water on the ground?
Yep, water would work if any of you have a water skin or any other alcohol or.
I've got what?
I got some high proof alcohol.
14, Cyrus. It's very faint. You think it probably is a slow descent leading down to the left.
I think we go left.
Okay.
Can I pour some of my hand sanitizer on the floor?
Yep, you pour some on the floor, it like gloops on the floor.
I mean, it's not like hand sanitizer, it's like alcohol. It's like vodka, essentially.
You pour it on the floor.
Pure ethanol. Pure ethanol.
And
Pretty much. Yeah.
backing up Cyrus's assessment, it begins trickling very slowly, just through the cracks in the floor to the left.
Start running left then.
Alright. Yeah, and as you dash around, anyone can make a perception check. Probably whoever's leading or anyone who'd like to of the group. Either 1 with advantage or 2 individual checks. Try to find where the floor begins to rise up again.
Astra, as you're leading, do you want advantage?
Sure, I'll take that.
I'm pretty perceptive.
Oh. Well, Astra's doing well.
21.
Not bad.
21. Astra kind of runs around probably about 40 foot or so. And then kind of like takes a few steps and stops and doubles back. And she finds a position where it seems to just be like levels off. You turn 90-degree right.
Mm-hmm.
Step forward. You flinch a little bit, expecting to hit your face off the brickwork, but you just phase through. And as you do so, the rest of the party see the bricks turn into that translucent, illusionary form that you're becoming too familiar with.
Follow through.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Alrighty, can I get a marching order, please, as you follow through?
Cyrus second.
Got it.
I'll fall back a little bit and have people rush past me to specifically go to the back.
And
Is it dark in here or is it lit up?
it is pitch black. Actually, no, sorry. It's pitch black through this bit you've just stepped into, but the circular tunnel was lit with golden torchlight. But now you've stepped through the illusion. To keep the illusion hidden, it's dark.
Barrels can't see in the dark, can he?
No.
But when I am in my starry form, I shed light, I think.
Cool.
I think I glow.
That would definitely help him.
Hang on, let me check.
I have torches as well, I can just like light up a torch.
Astra
Yeah,
also
just
has
fun
lights, so
glowing,
she
though,
can
innit?
cast it.
So does Cyrus.
Oh, look at
You get
you,
a
the
light.
astronaut.
And you
So
get a
light.
I am
get
going to
a
say,
light.
Astra, probably because you've had to descend 4 flights of stairs, and
Yeah.
there was the pause of like, I get my water and stuff. You've probably got about like 30 seconds, maybe a minute left of this form. You know, you're cutting it tight for.
Astra will just touch like the back of her cloak and just cast light so they can see where she is at.
Sure. So your light glows out.
And keep walking.
How's that?
Maybe.
Is that 60 foot of bright light?
Let's see.
30 and 30.
It's 20 feet and 20.
Lovely. Grand.
Probably lacking like a little bacon towards her, but meh.
You begin moving through this tight corridor. What is the marching order?
I will take
like-
up the rear.
I think
Yeah, I
Astra,
suppose I'll have to stay as close to Astra as I can.
Astra will take like a step back behind Cyrus, like he's the big muscly one. He can go in front.
So Cyrus is going first then.
Then Astra.
Then Barros, then Volgir, then Atlas. Alrighty. The tangent you go around, like off into, it runs forward about maybe like 30 or so foot, and then it seems to end and it bends slightly to the right.
I do glow, by the way, I just found it. I glow in a 10-foot radius and then dim light for an additional 10 foot.
Lovely.
Okay, just keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Move
into the
around.
into the fray.
So you approach this metal door kind of in front of you, and you see it is this like currently sealed, like closed shut door, and there's like a little keypad on the side.
Is Astra still within range to the sheriff? Like with 120? Or she...
At this point, no, you've gone too deep underground.
Cyrus is going to tap his for like open call and be like, "There's a keypad. We can't get in."
Okay. You try to message that, Cyrus. Unfortunately, you do not have the connection. That
Astra does the same thing on hers after like seeing Cyrus like dead end. It's like, come to like a door of a keypad. How do we get in? What's the code?
and you are out of range, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Dirty does the door.
Volgir, do you wanna try this code? I don't know if it's the same one.
If it is the same one, they need to increase the security.
Volgir, do you want to try?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sorry.
Do you want to
Wait,
try
wait.
the pin code that you know on this door?
How much is 75%? Is it like 6 digit, 4 out of 6 digits or something like that?
Yeah,
Or six
there's 20. The last one you had was 20 long, and so you got about 15 of 20. So there's a lot of
Oh,
information
Jesus
to
Christ.
cover.
Can I try the one that I knew? No. Then.
Yeah, you can try that one.
Yeah.
As you kind of like get up to it, look at the keypad's layout does not match the brickwork from either of the two areas. You don't think it has anything to do with that specific code.
Right.
How sturdy does the door look?
It is made of metal, and it appears to be like a sliding metal door that is like slammed shut, like blast.
Can I look at the keypad and see if it has any of the things where like things wear away when you press them too
Yeah,
much?
make me an investigation check.
Kira will assist by trying to like change the light that she's at different angles to help.
I got a nat 1 and a 3.
Can I
can prove that too, but do I need to? Why would I say that?
can I try? Does it look electrical, the item?
Yes.
Damn it.
I mean, I can attempt a thieves' tools thing.
Does anyone have lightning on them if it's electrical?
Cyrus has a
Anybody
crowbar.
lightning out there?
Could I attempt a thieves' tools?
Yep. Eros, you can attempt the thieves' tools check.
Use tool. Dexterity. Proficient. That is a 24.
24, perfect. You slide your thieves' tools in behind the panel and pop it out, and you see a bundling of like arcane wires and connections all through the back of it. Of the buttons, you see that only only 3 of them are actually connected. The top right, the middle right, and the bottom left. So it's a 3x3 panel. So the top right, the middle right, and the bottom left, the only 3 that actually have a connection to them. The other 3, the other 5, sorry, are just dead buttons. 6.
Yes.
So we have to hit these 3 in the right order.
Well, that's better than however many. Volga, do you want to try?
Right. I'll go top right, middle right, bottom left.
Top right, middle right, bottom left. As soon as you press the top right, you hear a
Right, middle right.
Oh no, it makes an annoying sound when we get it wrong.
middle right, you hear a bing.
Bottom left.
Middle right.
Bottom left, you hear a bing.
Top right.
Top right, you hear a bing.
Oh,
Oh no,
dear
it's
God.
more than 3.
No!
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Bottom left, you hear
Yeah. Right, first 3 again.
Middle right, bottom left, top right.
Middle
Right,
right,
let me- I'm
bing.
gonna note
Bottom
this
left,
down.
bing. Top right, bing.
Middle right.
Middle right, bing. Beep, beep, beep. And then the door
Yay!
slides open.
He could have kept us going for hours like that.
So
Keypad, it's for
Once we
engines,
get too
isn't it?
far, he's like, oh yeah, still can't get the code, like frantically writing the dungeon.
Okay.
So the door is open before you see a kind of like landing area, like a airlock style area before you, and you see another door on the far side. This other door, as you kind of like step inside, Cyrus, the door behind you automatically begins like trying to close, but as Ashley gets close, it like ping, like pings open again.
right.
Everybody shuffle close.
Yeah, just straight through. No hesitation.
Pretend we are one snake person.
You try to open the other one's house, it doesn't work. Effectively, you guys have to like move in an airlock system, so 2 of you at a time can squeeze in. So it does take a little bit of time, but you do all manage to eventually squeeze through. But it is cumbersome and slow as the door in front of you opens and closes and opens and closes, just kind of like eventually enabling you.
Dar's just gonna like stand off to the side because these doors aren't really his thing.
Once you all step in, the door closes behind you again, and as the final door, as that one closes, the other one closes, and nothing else seems to be detected in the previous chamber, you hear a and you hear like the locks re-engaging the outer entrance. You find
Okay.
yourself now in a like long, sprawling corridor. There's a way up to the left, and there's like lines on the floor marking possible ways to go. There's another also door to your front, following a red line.
I'm going for blue line.
Can Astra listen out to see if she hears anybody else
Perception check.
in here?
Can I have a look at this top door?
Can indeed.
Is it the same sort of keypad?
12.
This one doesn't have a keypad, but it does have a button next to it.
Push the button.
The door slides open. Astra for 12, you hear the sounds of like mechanical wearing and like noises. It's very loud here. There's lots of sort of moving
Okay.
parts and things. Volgir, that
Astra's
door
gonna-
opens for you.
Can Astra try the red one?
I'm going to try the next door.
Yep. You press this. The other next door has a button on it again. You press the button and it flashes red, but the door doesn't open. Going back and closing the door behind you allows you to once again. It seems like an airlock system again. Closing one behind you then allows the other one in front of you to be open. The next room you see, Volgir, is this big. The heat hits you immediately as these like 5 large kind of like exposed furnaces are like burning with like magical heat. In the center, you see there's like a desk which appears to like cobbled together quite shoddily, and there is a hollow tablet sat on top of it, which you can see that like metal bottom frame with the glass panel on top.
Right. Move through.
Does this room lead anywhere?
There's a very, very tight area there, Volgir, that you don't think you could squeeze through, but you think a small creature could squeeze through it.
Yeah, Cyrus can't fit through that, so he's going to try and like push his way through people back into this room.
No.
Oh god, I
But we
can't as a
probably
medium.
need Atlas. Atlas, are you
Right, back I go.
Atlas could squeeze through. I think she's small. Oh, she.
I'm not
This
small.
way.
She's also medium. Yes, unfortunately, none of you are appropriate to squeeze through.
I am the smallest a medium creature can be, but I am still medium.
Atlas, it's
Yeah,
around this
medium.
point your story form probably shuts off.
Don't
Nah.
even really fit.
I'm gonna. Oh, don't.
I think the two of
I
us
mean,
can
it's
fit through
probably
this
definitely
room at the
small.
same time. Oh god, we're all piling in
As,
together.
as you all pile in
yeah.
this next area, you see the left-hand side wall here is covered with these like heavy, look like overall suits, and you also see a large, like full head helmets. But they don't appear to be armor. They appear to be more like, although they are metal in structure, they have like large glass sheets to kind of cover the majority of your face. They're similar to the ones that
welders
you've seen
here?
used before in the Expanse by like people doing like repairs, like on a spacewalk and stuff.
Would it be wise to put these on?
Outfit change.
I think so, even at least the helmets.
I
What there's gonna be like right there.
I don't know if you can get a
What?
helmet over your helmet mask.
These are
Atlas.
built for elves, are they not? We may not even fit in any, especially you, big boy.
Cyrus tries to put the helmet on, and the horn just like
Yep.
knocks it to the side.
I feel like Asher sees him struggling, just lifts the helmet, puts it on herself.
Astra, your helmet has nowhere to affix to. You see the like overalls have like a clip where the helmet actually connects to. But you can climb in the overalls yourself because you're a fairly standard shape, and
Yeah.
you can pull it up. And as you do so, it like magnetically like all connects up in. And
is there any way to get my face inside one of those helmets?
make me an Arcana check, Atlas.
Yeah, fair enough. Barros probably isn't going to be able to fit into one of these either, just because of
Okay.
his horns.
No.
I feel like Asher's the only one.
14.
Honor problems, am I right?
Your suit,
Well,
although
like, okay, so you like roll the arms and legs up.
your suit, although probably wouldn't be functional, say in the Expanse for this kind of thing. These suits definitely don't have the same level of protection. They appear to be more like CBRN kind of style. They're more like chemical weapon kind of like defense. So it's there's a filter that Astra's breathing through. It's the same principle that yours has.
So I'm already wearing
Yeah.
something similar just to exist.
You would also summarize that, like, based on their position, it's either something beyond this next heavy vault door in front of you is a potential hazard, or they might be used as, like, in case of emergency. Like, is this something like the way they're set up? All the racks were full. There's none missing as far as you could tell.
It's like a hazmat.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Astra can put one on.
I
a
will
sheet.
relay this to the rest of the group, but we probably don't need to worry too much.
It depends if we're going to go through this door. We might need it.
I mean, keep it on. You look great.
Thank you. I don't know how Pip's feeling though right now.
Olgir, did you pick up that
Right,
hollow data pad, or no? Did you just leave it?
Out of the door, like.
What was that? Sorry.
Did anyone pick up? No one said to me they picked up the data pad in the previous room. I'm just recalling correctly. I think
Sorry, there was a data
What do you call
pad.
it?
I did say there was a data pad on the table. I think people spoke over me, didn't realize it was
yeah.
there. But there was a data pad in the previous room on the engineer's desk.
Right, back we go.
Cyrus has ran back and grabbed that.
Okay. So Cyrus, you the most recent log on there. Whenever you like pick the tablet up, you see it's not actually been locked. You see it reads like maintenance task, faulty door lock problem. Door appears to be opening when buttons are pushed in correct sequence, not including individual repeated presses that should be required. Outer door is the issue. Inner door seems to be fine.
He will relay that. He'll read it out loud to the people, basically.
Basically, to break it down, it means that the combination for the front door had an error. So it was bottom. It was middle right for you guys. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking tell you, but it had an error where
right, bottom left, top right.
Yeah.
Middle right.
Yeah. So it had an error where these buttons were supposed to be pressed in multiple sequences in a row at some points that seemed to not be functioning. So the engineer was tasked with, that seemed the last thing that they were tasked with fixing. Clearly hadn't got around to yet, but it's the vault doors all is coded up correctly. So
Right.
this one you're currently at. So there you will have to try again to get this door open.
Right.
So
Middle right.
No.
Top, middle, no.
We don't know which buttons are connected. Barrows, could you pop the panel again?
I can pop the panel. Is that another thieves tool check?
It is indeed.
Dexterity and efficiency. 15.
15. This one you pop off again, and you see it's coded up in a similar pattern. You see it is the same 3 buttons are connected.
Knew it.
The same 3 buttons, so let's try.
To be safe.
Middle right.
middle,
Beep beep.
top,
So middle right beeps. You press middle top and
Middle right. Middle right.
beep beep.
Bottom left.
Uh-uh.
Ooh.
Middle right, top right, top right.
It will after the switch to top right there.
3 times middle right.
Bing bing bing
Bottom left 1.
bing.
Top right.
Uh-uh.
Right. Bottom right 3. Bottom left 2.
I'm gonna assume middle right 3 for the first
Middle
one.
right.
But yes, you
Yeah.
get 5 dings.
Mm-hmm. Top right.
Uh-uh.
Middle right, middle right, middle right.
It's
Bottom
just keep
left.
going up and down because he's just said the number of times you have to push it is wrong. So 3 middle right, 3 bottom left.
Bing 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 bing. 6 times.
Top right,
Bing.
middle right.
Uh-uh.
top right.
Right.
Every
right.
button
3,
3
3,
times.
2.
3 3 2. You get 8 dings.
8 big. Middle right,
You get 9 dings.
middle right.
You get 10 dings, and you see popping up on the
Jesus
console.
Christ.
You see popping up on the console as you finish inputting it. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you see 1 has nothing below it. 2 has ABC. 3 has DEF. 4 has GHI. J has JKL. 6 has
Oh.
MNO. 7 has PQRS, 8 has TUV, and 9 has WXYZ. And then the letter
Flashbacks.
OPEN all flash up on the screen, and the vault begins opening.
I need an old
Password
cell
is
phone.
open.
The password is open on a fucking old style keyboard.
They
Phones.
could have at least made it boobs.
Not a calculator, unfortunately. But yes, the
Um.
vault door begins to unlock. And it does open before you, swings open, revealing another room beyond this one, barren unlike the last, which had the supplies in it. And there's
I don't
another
have
final
another
door at
keypad.
the end with no keypad. This one has a button.
Press the button.
Thank God for that. I'm getting in the room first before you do that.
Everybody in.
Might be worth me going first, just in case it's air and stuff.
Just in case it's full of radiation and death.
Cyrus rolls his eyes and motions for her to take the lead.
Yep. You
You
swing
can wear
open the
a
door,
suit if you want
Astra,
to get rid of
and
that other horn.
what you see is you see a room here. It is this like very like similar to this place you've been in. The walls are all metal. You see these huge pipes all coming off. You see a small thin area off the left hand side, which must connect up to that heated room you'd been before, where a pipe kind of comes in off and snakes around the back wall. At the very far end of the chamber, you see this huge arcane device with a big purple kind of like core, like constantly flaring and pulsing. You see before that a series of console desks, and in between that and the actual engine itself, you see a red "Do Not Cross" line painted across the floor. At the console desk, you see 4 chairs, and behind each of them, you see another chair which has been connected up with a load of cables and pipes that seem to connect to the engine itself. You see, currently strapped to that chair, is one of these like large, big. You see like a bright red flashing, kind of like very strange, kind of like gray block, which has been affixed to it. And you see this individual at the far side has a wand in his hand, and he's currently got his back to you, and he's pointing it towards the engine itself.
Ashes.
And as you say that, as the door swings open, we roll initiative again because these people are not friendly.
Please.
No, you didn't say. You don't say. You don't say.
Oh.
Ooh.
Atlas, what did you roll?
Nothing, because my fucking thing isn't loading.
Oh.
19.
Oh, God. Good luck, Astra.
Atlas, the cultist slayer, here to save the day.
Who also happens to be at the back.
Just realized for some reason.
She's got range spells. Distances
Oh,
no
The cultist is also going first.
She one-shotted a cultist from 90 feet. She's got this.
So
Miss.
let's see here. The cultists at the door will act first. They will rush Astra. She's the one who the door is essentially open. They take the middle space there, and they come down at you, Astra, with this long dagger. They try to plunge it into you for an 18 to hit.
18 is my armor class.
So it hits for 4 slashing damage. As they kind of like pull it back from you, Cyrus, you see Astra just takes this like hard slash across her front, and the suit she's wearing punctures. Luckily, there doesn't need any ill effect in the air. These individuals, although are all wearing the suits, none of them have helmets on at the minute, but there are a few helmets in the room.
I'm a bit confused because Cyrus is 11,
Astra's 12.
Astra's 12, so Astra's a... Yeah,
Apologies, Astra, go first. I didn't see Astra at 12.
Oh, I wonder. No, that might be a bit dangerous, Mary. Don't do that. She's gonna touch this person and cast inflict wounds.
Alrighty.
What is it? It's,
I love inflictions.
it says to hit, but it's a touch spell. But
Yes, you roll the hit.
Let's see.
You have to try to grab them. 17
17?
will hit. Inflict your
Gotta
wounds.
inflict those wounds. Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Oh, that was a shit roll. 8.
8 necrotic damage. Very nice. Yeah, you critically injure
Pain
that
by
person.
1,000 paper cuts.
You critically injure them with that 8 necrotic damage. It saps the life from them as they like reel back.
I mean, if they're cultists, they're just hanging on now, right?
Hmm?
If they're cultists, we know what kills them, like,
Yeah.
unless they're like a
Yeah.
beefy cultist.
Anything else, Astrid?
If she moves this way, they're gonna get opportunity attack, but
No, they won't. You
No, you're still being 5 feet.
as long as you don't leave
Huh?
in the reach,
You
you
can-
can move right the
Okay.
way around behind them.
yeah, I shall do that. It's just. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can move one forward if you'd like as well.
Yeah, just go here. So then she's got good range and let everybody else get in.
Perfect. Cyrus.
Yeah. So Cyrus is basically just going. First of all, going to rage,
Yep.
and then he is basically going to bob and weave in and out of this room. I understand I'm going to take some opportunity attacks. He's going to hit this guy that's holding the wand.
You go around the north side, you only provoke one opportunity attack. They will lash out at you. 20 to hit for 5. Half 2-2.
Okay. And then I'm going to
Make your attack.
swing it. Swing him my axe.
That
21 to
definitely
hit.
hits. Roll your damage.
That is a 9 plus
9.
2 is 11.
Very good. Still standing after that strike. Injured, but still standing.
That's me.
Vulgir.
I just realised something. That's a side point. I'm gonna pull out my storm sword, or the storm sword that I've got,
Alright, go for it.
and stab this person in front of me.
Once you kill someone
Go for
with it, it is yours.
Huh?
Once you murder someone with something, that's when it
Well,
becomes yours.
I was reading this, and it
bloodying the
says
blade.
you don't have
Yeah.
a charge until you critically hit someone, which
Yeah.
means that cultist that did it in the tavern killed or attacked someone before they used the lightning.
I mean, they're cultists. Stab anyone.
It's likely they
So-
probably killed other cultists outside before they came in.
Oh, that's not happening.
Wah, wah.
You
You swing with a storm
Oh,
sword,
no.
and it does not land, does not find purchase, unfortunately, at all.
Bonus action, I'll just move my move my hunter's mark to that person.
Yeah,
Actually,
Hunter's
no,
Mark lasts an hour, doesn't it? So yeah, you can do.
yeah.
Actually, Vulgar, have you taken damage at all? You did earlier, didn't you, with that explosion?
Yeah, that's
Could you
what
roll
I
me
was
a
just thinking.
Constitution saving throw just to see how you're holding up?
Okay, sure
And
thing.
DC is 10, so 10 or higher, and you still have Hunter's Mark.
It's 10
you
plus
still have
2.
it. Yep, Hunter's
Cool,
Mark's still up.
so that's there, and I'm just gonna stand there.
Who are
the
you Hunter's
ability.
Marking with the bonus action, or you
Miss this one.
go right in front of you? Perfect. Let's put a
And then
little
I'm done.
Hunter's Mark icon on him. Perfect. The one with the wand, you watch as they channel an insane amount of magic into it, and they cast a spell through the wand. Even though they cast it at the highest level the wand can provide, it is not enough to dispel the engine, however. Could one of you please roll me a d20 plus 1 to see how effective this dispel magic is, please?
Sure.
Go on, Ryan.
Oh no! George beat me to it.
What did George roll?
18.
Not well. I'm
18.
good, but not
17
Oh,
plus 1.
oh,
17 plus 1.
He pumps everything this wand of the spell magic has into it, and you watch as the engine begins to sputter and begins to threaten to fail,
Oh,
but then it and reignites again. He was one off.
Ryan is not allowed to roll again.
That wasn't me, that was George.
yeah, that was me.
Neither of you are allowed to roll again.
And now,
Anything.
Ryan, could
I'm
you roll me a
murdering
d20 now to see if the
murdering
wand
engine.
breaks or not, please?
Sure.
Ryan, redeem yourself, even though you did nothing wrong.
3.
3, the wand does not break whenever he expends the last charge.
Damn it, Ryan, you're not allowed to roll.
I'm sorry. It would have been better if me and George's roles were flipped.
Yeah.
So, Let's see here. He's just done that.
So
He
they could have
will.
up to 3 wands of dispel magic.
He,
So
he
or there's
points.
3 engines and they're all dispelling all of them.
He points to the arcane explosive on the chair, and he speaks in Elvish, and he says, Denomir, throw the charge beyond the line. And then that will end his turn. Veros, you are up.
Cool. I'm going to move through here to get this guy, and I will attack the guy in front rather than behind.
Sure, go for it. Make your attack.
Cool. Does an 11 hit?
And 11 will cultist just hit.
Cool. That is 15 points of damage. If with sneak attack, yeah.
Atlas, what was your initiative roll by the way? Because I didn't actually see it.
19.
19. Right, you should have gone first then. Second. We'll have you take it in a second. Yeah, so you kill that cultist in the middle with ease, Veros.
Amazing. That will be my turn.
Lovely.
Oh, actually, disengage. Could I just put myself in front of this guy?
Yep.
Bonus action disengage.
Can do indeed. Very easy to do. Atlas, it is going to be your turn because we skipped you by mistake. What would you like to do? There is 3 cultists also
You
stand.
You didn't describe the cultist or anything. You just brought up the room, so I don't know what's happening.
So there's 3 cultists still standing in the room. One of them is really badly injured next to Volgear. He's right at the door. There's another one at the back who just fielded the wand of dispel magic, who Cyrus is next to, and there's another one who Beros is standing next to, who's kind of like in the far right-hand side of the room as you come in.
Okay.
They're all within like 30 foot of you. It's pretty tight quarters in here. But one's in 35 foot of you actually.
How am I going to regret burning all? Probably, but I'll do it anyway.
I'll put a picture in the group chat if you want of the situation.
Yeah, let me see the situation. Oh, it's real glowy in here. Cultist.
You also
cultist.
remember you regain wild shape on a short rest. So.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance for a little nap, you know? But I'm gonna do it anyway. So
I've already used both of my rages.
I'm going to do what has been working for me. So I'm going to try and Thorn Whip the man with the wand.
Sure.
What is it with Atlas stealing my kills?
21.
21 will
To
hit. Roll your damage.
50,000 damage.
No, just the 1 damage actually. Just the single damage. But I would like to drag him away from that fucking engine that he's trying to fuck around with that wall.
Okay, so you pull him 10 foot towards you. That will pull him through Cyrus, which I don't think it can do. So he stops dead where he is, unfortunately, because he can't move through an enemy space.
Damn it! I was
Cyrus, why
gonna
are
say,
you getting in my damn way?
why are you attacking my guys? Pick your own fights.
You're not killing them, so someone's gotta.
I'm working on it.
Anything else?
I can only
Atlas?
swing my axe once.
Yeah, I'm going to start falling back into the archer, and I'm gonna fucking throw an arrow at that guy.
Same guy again? Of course, go for it.
Same guy. I want to kill all the men Cyrus are trying to kill.
Perfect.
That's my new goal. Fuck
Make-
whatever I
make
was
your
trying to do
attack.
before. Give me a minute.
Make the warrior redundant. Atlas's main goal.
I only rolled a 10. I think I missed anyway.
The shot goes wide, Atlas, and you watch it land like dangerously close to the engine as like it flies over his shoulder. But luckily does not hit it. This cultist who's still alive, he moves around Beros, he grabs
It's
the
okay. The arrow can only target creatures, so I can't fuck up the engine.
No, Cornelius is here.
He grabs the like charge off this chair. You watch as he depresses the red button, and then he throws it in the direction of the engine, which just will happen. He just throws it. It's well within his range, and it lands right on the engine's core. And you would see the elvish number for 30 appear on the little panel.
Get out of here!
And then you hear him yell, until the land becomes one. The one by the door is going to try to fucking plunge his dagger into Volgir, who's now like holding the exit effectively down because he would like to leave.
Yeah, he
Natural 20.
Maybe he is leaving.
So that is going to be
he would like to leave, and he will. He will
5
leave.
plus 6 for 11.
All right, I'm still standing.
Alrighty, good. Then that is all he can do, unfortunately for him. Atlas, you're go again, because you should have been acting this quick in the initiative before. There are 3 cultists still standing. One big boy, who no longer whose wand is still in his hand. There's a charge that's been thrown. There's an injured one as well.
Can I grab that? Can I grab the charge?
The charge is on the engine, which is past the big red painted line that says "Do not cross." It is currently from Alice's position, 45 foot from her, so you would have to dash to get there. But you could pick it up if you dashed.
Hang on. Damn, I thought I could thorn whip it, but it's gotta be a creature. I feel like if I touch it, I'll just die.
You see they just like purple miasma like spills off the engine and that surrounding area. And these pipes all there, they're like sucking it in, like keeping it from spilling out too far.
My lungs are not very good already.
You do have a suit that you think would be appropriate based on that previous Arcana check you made. Based on that previous check.
Get in there and out of there, like, within one turn?
Yeah, if you dash, you'd have 6
Like
foot of movement.
Dash?
If you dash, you
Can
would
I grab it, though?
you would provoke 3 opportunity attacks.
Can I fly above people to not provoke those?
The room is not big enough.
It's at 30, so we got... How many rounds is that? That's a while, right?
If it's 30 seconds,
6 seconds,
5 rounds. If it's 3 seconds, less than 1.
If I get 3 attacks of opportunity on me, they will just knock me unconscious. Who's closest?
Cyrus.
You're sturdy.
But
38. Yeah.
Astra's also
38.
got it on her. So.
Yeah, but your suit's also been punctured.
You did take a stab and the suit is compromised.
Okay. I'm going to try and kill someone.
Sure.
Who looks most killable.
The most injured is the one standing in front of Volgir, 10 foot in front of you. At the doorway.
Okay. Is anyone else injured? Of course, it's not us.
Of the cultists, the one who you shot with your story, the little attack before is injured, yes. He's the one with the wand. The last one who just threw the satchel is completely uninjured.
I'll shoot one guy.
Sure. Go for it.
I've lost my freaking thing again. Jesus Christ. Fucking... Rage. Well.
To hit wand boy.
Yes, to hit
Goes
one
wide.
point.
Flies past.
Okay.
Just misses him. AC 13.
Bullshit. Bullshit, that guy's AC is 13.
Well, that's his
I will
AC.
try and thorn whip. I will try and thorn whip the most injured one.
Sure. Go for it.
I'm doing shit now. I've killed enough cultists.
Yep. Swings wide. just again dodged out the way. Anything
I'm
else,
done.
Atlas? You could move
No,
into
I'm
the
done.
room.
Yeah, I'll move into the room, sure.
You can move right up past the cultist in the doorway, and like so now you're within a point where you could reach the engine next turn and only provoke 2. You still provoke 3 opportunity attacks, but you could get there next turn.
Okay.
Astra, your turn.
So Astra, because she's compromised, she can't really get to the charge thing.
She could go back and or try to get another suit, or see if there's any way to like patch her suit up. There's, like, if she had mending, she
Nobody's
could
got
mend her suit.
mending?
That would definitely work.
She doesn't have mending. Okay, back up.
Merely an
Just
example.
might.
You got any duct tape?
What is she? Is a water skin, torch, tinderbox, rope, rations, mess kit, bedroll,
So no.
investments. No. She will guiding bolt this one.
Astra, I will say, with the rope you have, you were probably stabbed like in your lower gut, let's say. If you were to tie the rope tight enough around your chest, you could potentially try to like cut off your head
Like
from
the upper body?
you try to cut off your body. However, it might like it means it just stop you from inhale or reduce the rate of inhalation, or you could try to hold your breath, I suppose. But you imagine that your body may still suffer any consequences below that point, or obviously, it probably wouldn't fill the suit as quickly as if it was just left out in the open. Just as a note, just of all the things you listed, I think you'd be intelligent enough to know like you're not gonna get a vacuum tight fucking seal on it, but it would like tourniqueting a limb. It would cut
Is it a
the
free
flow.
action to talk?
Yeah.
Alice will like yell to everyone, just deal with the guys, I'll get it.
Okay. Astra will, guiding bolts. This did. Because she thinks he might throw another thing.
This dude being the guy with the wand, I assume?
Yes.
Sure, you do so disadvantage because someone is within 5 foot of you.
Stupid Atlas or Cyrus getting annoying. Can I go for this one, or do I have to go for that one?
It's not Cyrus is a problem. The enemy to your back left is within 5 foot of you,
Yeah.
imposing
Like,
disadvantage.
flaming
You're
things on
throwing
fire.
shit at me for.
He is imposing disadvantage on you because he's within 5 foot. So you have to like keep defending yourself while you're trying to cast a spell. That's the problem.
You're doing all sorts of things wrong, right?
You're rolling wrong, you're existing wrong.
My next move might be wrong too.
Probably will.
I forget. She will just smack this one instead.
Sure, go for it. Make a smack.
Sorry, I keep changing my.
No, it's fine.
Uh,
Change your mind because of the information presented to you. That's a fairly
14
normal
to
thing to
hit.
do. A 14 will definitely hit it, but that one hit point, you fucking cracked that boy. Dead or alive?
Like that boy on the floor.
In the words of Bon Jovi, do you want them dead or alive?
No, she wasn't dead. He stabbed her.
She fucking cracks the skull of that one clean open.
Merciful cleric.
She's a Tempest
Hope you
cleric.
don't
Mercy's
see
got
the
nothing to do with
man.
it.
Alrighty, Astra, you still have movement and a bonus action.
I really want to get into bed, but the last time I tried my thing fell.
Is anyone injured?
Not
Yes.
worth healing.
I believe Volgir and Beros were both injured by an explosion and by several attacks.
And Cyrus was injured
I'm
emotionally.
looking all right. Like my only damage was from the explosion.
I'm looking pretty.
I'm looking a little singed, but
I think it's fair to say
Alright.
that Beros looks injured, but Volgir looks bloodied. I think is probably fair to say.
Okay.
Would that be correct? Well, I don't have your sheet up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the touch one. No. Then in that case, she'll cast Healing Word on you.
You would have enough movement if you wanted to step back and cast Cure Wounds and not provoke any opportunity attacks.
I think Healing Word's only bonus action one.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, actually, what reaction to smack.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
She will do that then.
Perfect. What's the healing word?
Stop bleeding, please.
That's
You're
like
not
3
getting much
words.
healing. You get
No
one.
blood, no blood.
Wait, isn't that 1 plus? Hold on.
Better.
It should be 1 plus your spellcasting modifier, yeah.
Heal.
Yeah.
So for you, that's like probably a +3 or +4.
+4, so 5.
So 5 healing to you, Volgia.
Well,
You
look,
heal
look,
the
look.
non-crit damage from the last attack.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cyrus.
Has the numbers on the device changed?
Let me see. Through it, then all them acted. Not currently.
We still have time.
I can get that shit, man. I got a mask and everything.
Yeah, Cyrus is going to try and carve up this boy in front of him.
Just need a path.
Yep, go for it. Carve a
Oh,
path. An 18 will
18.
hit. Roll your damage.
That is a 10. That is 11.
Very good. He looks bloodied after that strike, but he's still standing.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alrighty, Volgear. The target in front of you is Dawn. Your hunter's mark is no longer on any applicable target. There are 2 targets up. One looks healthy, one looks bloodied.
Just to double check, is the door in front of me still open? And will
Yes,
it stay
it is.
open?
It is open, and unless you hit the button, it will stay open.
Door behind me?
Door behind you is also... All the doors behind you are open. There is buttons to close them, but no one has thought to close them yet.
Right, no worries. So just double checking that. Don't want you to get stuck waiting for a door to open. Right, I
I was
will.
holding the bomb like fuck.
I will go there
Yep.
and attack this sodding
Storm
person
Sword.
in front of me. Hmm.
Go for it. Make your attack.
It says I've got 4 charges on my sodding notes for some reason.
It's probably because whenever you long rest, it probably just gave you them. It shouldn't do that. I'll tweak the item.
Right, no
Shouldn't
worries.
be
I'll
given
just...
them back on it. Just remove them. It might be it had 4 charges from whenever you first equipped it.
Got it.
So just
Yeah.
remove, just expand those, and it hopefully from then it should be just a manual tracker.
No worries. 10.
A 10, you swing, and this guy just dodges out of the way. You just can't seem to find purchase. This like sword, you're still getting used to it. You know, like it's a bit more slightly different from what you're used to.
Hmm. Right. You don't get reactions at this stage, do you?
Opportunity attack.
Yeah, well, in what regard? Reactions depend on the trigger, so...
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to set up.
Yeah, if you were ready in an attack, yeah, that would be a reaction
I
for something.
can't ready. Yeah, I
you
can't
weren't
ready
ready.
now that I've used it. Yeah. No worries then. I'll move here and I'll stay there.
Alrighty, this cult fanatic, he is going to ready an action. You watch as he picks up a helmet off the desk next to him, and then he readies an action. He's got it in one hand, and he draws it. He lifts his sword up, Cyrus, like to parry an attack from you that he's suspecting is about to come in. Beros.
I will just lay into the guy in front.
Go for it. A sneak attack if you hit.
That is a nat 1, so I
Oh
will
boy.
not.
You will not indeed.
We've been not doing well with these.
Anything else, Beros?
It's a shame those suits don't fit me because I could have bonus action dashed and gone and got the bomb and got out of it.
See, I was just thinking, fuck it to that and just hold your breath and grab it and run. But Atlas said she got it, so
yeah,
he's...
no, Atlas said that she's got it, so I won't do that.
I hope I got it now. I was
It's only 'cause I can, like-
carve me a better path.
Cool. I don't think there's anything else I can do, so yep, 10.
Alrighty. The cultist who's still standing and has not yet been injured is going to disengage. He moves to here. The other cultist ready action triggers. He puts the helmet on his ally, who continues moving with his disengagement, vaults the thing, moves into the zone, and as he moves, you see he goes up to the engine, looks down, taps something on his hollow strap and just jumps, and he just falls down the side of the engine. And it looks like there was some.
Suicide bombing.
No. He seems to fall as if into nothingness, as if like there was like a pit or something.
With the bomb.
No. He doesn't grab the bomb. He just jumps out and he falls. He just jumps down. And looking at it now, the illusionary terrain on the floor trickles away a little bit, and you see that little rectangle around the actual bomb. It's around the engine itself. That's where the floor ends, and that is open air, and there's like you can see the sky
Like
below.
in
Toss the bomb out the hole.
bomb hole. Got it.
He jumps out and he has either killed himself or has some other means of doing something.
Maybe a scuba suit?
Atlas.
Getting in there to the bomb.
Okay. You move 30 foot forward. That gets you on top of the bomb. You use your object interaction to pick it up.
So if I can see through the so that's just space out there.
Down below you, it's not space. You're still in atmosphere, so it's just you see clouds
Okay.
and sky and far below ocean somewhere.
I don't know whether I should just throw a bomb down. It's
Atlas, as you've moved up towards the grab this thing, you realize the number has changed from 30 to 20.
I dropped the bomb into the ocean.
Okay? Atlas drops the bomb.
Actually, no. Can I not do that?
You said you dropped the bomb. What are you going to do instead?
Have I used all my movement?
Yes.
Then I dropped the bomb.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Well, you still have an action. So you moved, use the object to pick up the bomb. It's a free action to drop it, or you can action dash or...
Can I dash? Can
Like-
I fly and dash?
Yep. That's as part of your movement.
Can I fly?
Yep.
Can I fly down?
Yep. Atlas, you fly down 30 foot. Just straight down. And you see
I mean, if there's like a giant propeller that's about to murder me or something, I'll stop.
No.
But,
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
you fly past it, and you see the engines firing this like purple heated energy below, and like the heat is like nearly unbearable. You might, if you stay close to it too long, it would definitely start to hurt you, even with your suit. Your suit is buying you one free round of exposure to this area, but anything longer than that is going to be bad news bears, because it is burning away aspects of your suit. Like it's eating the actual stuff. The cultist who just jumped, you see his hollow strap has ignited, and you watch as there's little feathers all appearing around him, and he's in a very slow, controlled descent of a featherfall
Oh,
spell.
the feather falling.
Yep. And you
Okay, now I.
catch up to him.
Give him the bomb.
Give him the bomb and just
Like, Looney Tunes, you give him the bomb, he gives you the bomb back, you give him the bomb back, bomb.
No, I'm just gonna eat the bomb.
Okay, so you fly down 30 foot, you yeet the bomb, and it begins to continue falling and falling and falling.
Probably overtaking him, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it flies past. She catches up to him because he's on a slow fall descent, and then,
He's just like feather falling down.
That typical moment of him looking at the bomb, looking at you, looking at the bomb, looking at you, go, dead.
so you throw the bomb, Atlas, and that will probably end your turn. If you have anything left.
Nope, yep, that's me.
Astra.
Atlas jumped. Oh god.
yeah.
She jumped!
Astra can literally go. Yeah, she'll go to like the edge of the thing.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Fuck this bastard.
Actually, no, she'll just kill this guy.
No, keep the last spell slot because someone needs a heal when they fly back. Yeah, I'll just smack him.
Go for it. Make an attack.
Just smack him.
You want me to put the hammer down?
That definitely hits.
22?
Roll your damage. Three, is that?
Yeah. 3.
He's definitely hurt, but he's still standing.
Should have went for secret flame. That's Astra.
Alrighty, Cyrus.
Bring in the axe.
Go for it. Swing, boy, swing.
I feel like Astra goes like,
And
"Oh, fuck."
Swing and a miss.
yeah, I thought that was coming.
Oh no.
Anything
Just
else, Cyrus? Any
Cargillus,
movement?
Um,
Or just holding your ground to keep smacking the next time?
yeah, I'll just hold my ground.
Alrighty, Vulgir.
Yes.
Just snipe him.
Yeah, you don't have
You got
many
a clear
options.
shot.
Yeah.
Or you could move up and storm sword him.
Well, I'm holding my storm sword, so I'd have to drop my storm sword to shoot them. So I'm gonna hit him again.
Push the chairs out of the way on the desk. If you're coming down the side of the desk right after you swing.
Swing, 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 swing. Why is it not showing me the action that I want? There it is. And it might be a hit this time.
It's definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
Oh, I didn't move Hunter's Mark beforehand. Oh well.
You can move Hunter's Mark, let you move Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. There you go.
Be smart enough to know that the last enemy in the room probably a wise one to put it on.
Plus.
11 damage plus.
Where is it?
Okay.
3.
14 damage in total. You bring the storm sword down hard. And are you attacking lethally or non-lethally?
I'm not going to go lethal on this one.
Sure. You bring it down hard, and at the last second, you catch him unawares, and the blade, you pivot your wrist, and you take the full momentum of that like pointed force down, and turn it into a bludgeoning blow to the side of his temple, and he falls to the ground unconscious. We are technically out of initiative. Atlas, after
Hang on.
what?
Can I try and shoot this guy who's feather falling with an arrow?
Sure, he will get a turn first, however, and he will simply disengage his feather fall, and he falls 500 foot. Plummets.
Oh well.
Does he catch up to the bomb?
The bomb falls probably around a similar rate, but he controls his descent long enough to drop very fast, very quickly, Atlas. And Atlas, you can't see it, but the bomb probably, would drop down to 10 at this point. Technically going to your turn. He's 500 foot away. If you have anything that can reach him, you can make the attack, but he is falling fast. Like, now he realized someone's trying to follow him out. He's bailing.
Hang on, let me check my shit.
Yeah, before
Yeah,
the
you
song.
could do like disadvantage.
How far is he?
500 foot.
Is there any way that I can also, like, fall like
Yep,
that?
if you stop flying, you will fall 500 foot immediately.
Can I save myself after, like, or will
Yeah,
I
if you
just feel,
start flying
like,
after 500 foot, you'll just enter a hover again, like that's fine.
No, it's
She
died.
died. She's
Oh.
back.
Died and back.
Oh, we don't know. Yeah, there she is.
What?
You're good. We hear you and see you.
I was like, yeah, fuck it, and then everything closed
Okay, so you drop.
after this guy.
Yep. And Atlas, you flap your wings again, taking all of your movement to slow that like a nosedive back into a steady descent, landing like, near him. And you see he's falling, and then there's the bomb, and then there's like you.
This is bad.
You've put yourself into the radius.
Yeah, I got that. I got that by there's the bomb.
If Thorn up him
You
and
see it
fly
tumbling over,
away.
and you see the screen pop up, and you see 10 blinking there.
Fuck. Yeah, I chuck a guiding bolt at him.
Okay.
I was wondering if you thorn whipped him, would it be like Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy?
Whoop.
Yeah, but instead of
hang
him
on.
hitting his head off the ground, he hits his dick off the bomb. Sex bomb,
What was I
sex
gonna do? Like, my
bomb.
fucking
Yawn.
pen. 10 misses?
10 misses, unfortunately. Just you fire, but he's just falling so erratically. He's in a complete free dive now.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna dash back up.
Okay.
Try and get myself out of that bomb radius.
You cannot dash because you used your action to blast. And it took
You can't
all.
dash after blasting?
No, because you action to blast. You fell willingly, so you basically knocked yourself prone. It would be a half movement to like stand up effectively.
So you can fly like 15 feet
You can
up.
fly 15
I
foot
am
up. You're still going to be
flying.
using that bomb. So this has a 20-foot radius.
I'll fly 15. I'll fly 15 feet up. I mean, it's also falling, so if I'm flying, surely it will.
It's
Cool,
going to go
right?
off at the start of his turn. So it will go off while you are
Okay.
still there, unfortunately.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that.
I'm
is
just
there?
telling you, you were the one who dive bombed after the bomb that you just threw away. I don't know.
Why did I do
I don't
this?
know what
I'm
else to
so
tell
sad.
you.
I thought I could dash out of there. You should have told me that I was like making myself
I said
prone.
I said
thought
it's
was
gonna take.
diving.
I said it'll take nearly all of your movement to stop yourself coming out of a 500-foot dive.
You did not say that.
I mean, anyone else in the call can confirm that I did in fact say that.
Then I did not hear that.
Okay, well I did say it, and it unfortunately I think it would remove.
Please don't kill my character.
It's not that much damage. It's fine. Everyone else up in the area, are you doing anything at the
Please
moment?
don't kill my character.
It's not that
much
Far
damage.
away.
I wanna
5d10.
tie up that
Go.
the cultist with my rope.
So you're going to tap the cultist? Yep, easily done.
Yeah, with my silk
No,
rope, is it?
I'll just move. up
I
to
feel like Cyrus is going to go to the edge of the line and just like
Yeah.
try to look
Yeah,
down.
try
I
to,
wanna-
it's hard to see Cyrus because of the angle, and like if you get too close, you worry about the heat from this engine might start hurting you with the exposure.
I'm gonna tie his hands, his feet, and I'm gonna gag him.
Yeah, I mean, very easy to do, like especially if all your friends are
And
on you.
make sure his
Disarm
hollow
the
strap is taken
wand.
off him. And I'm gonna take his hollow strap off him,
Yep, you do so.
so he can't risk anything. I'm not having him do anything.
As a free action, can Cyrus just be like take the wand as well? to,
Yeah, you can pick it
um,
up as just use something. You pick up the wand off the body. Yep, no problem. Astra, anything particular you're doing at all, or
Panicking.
yeah, that's fine.
You think you're panicking? I'm about to get blown
Jesus,
the
did
fuck
you
up.
drop?
I made an
That's it.
entire character journal for this character, and she's gonna die on session 3.
You
Four,
could have
actually.
waited.
Hey, I nearly
I
died.
came after you.
I nearly died on session 1.
I was just about to say, did you go into the forest looking for an owlbear?
Yeah.
Kinda did.
Like-
You followed a bomb.
It's even worse.
Like a metaphor.
Astra could like drop 50 foot of rope out that
Yeah,
thing.
you throw it
I
out.
don't think that's gonna help.
You don't know she's 500 foot down, but you try.
Heart of gold. Heart of
Atlas,
gold, Astra.
the start of the cultist's turn. I need you both to make me dexterity saving throws, please. Luckily.
I'm not very dexterous.
Oh.
So,
I wonder if these cultists have anything interesting on them.
What did you roll, Atlas?
18.
18?
18.
You take half damage. You only take 4 fire damage, Atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Washes over you. The
I thought it
cultist
was gonna be like
suffers
40.
horrible burns, but not enough to kill him.
Oh.
And you hear him yell, "I'm still alive, but very, very badly burned," as he falls another 500 foot, because he can't now slow his descent.
Use his feather fall.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's already used it.
It's okay. He's about to land in the ocean. I guess.
Yeah, but that's like concrete. He's definitely gonna die.
He's fallen over 1,000 foot already. And he's still falling.
Have to think positively about these sort of
The
things.
gonna
sky
say the
cities are like
red mist.
2,000, 3,000 foot high. But yeah, Atlas, I assume you will fly back towards the sky city.
I'm making sure this guy dies at this point. I already went through a bomb.
Okay. Are you knocking yourself into another rapid descent? 'Cause he has fallen 500 foot again.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll assume he dies at the bottom of this.
Yep. That's you know.
back at like level 20, he's the main boss.
Yeah, he will. He'll be back.
Just comes in like just all cyborg because they've had to replace so much of him.
He's not fucking Darth Vader. They find him at the edge of the shoreline, washed up. His like knees and like thighs have like impacted into his shoulders, and he's like.
He's so cyborg though that he comes in and he's like, finally, I enact my revenge. And I was like,
Who the
I'm
fuck are
sorry,
you?
who are you? It's
All right.
me, Steve. Oh, I never got your name. I don't.
So, Atlas
Right.
flies
After a short
back up.
period of time,
Yeah.
your little plague companion flies through like where the engine is, slightly singed and very victorious.
Atlas, as you are flying up, you and your companions regroup. You're able to fly through the engine again, just with your suit. It does give you just enough protection to get through. You think if you stayed in there for longer than 6 seconds, it would have started having a negative impact on you, but luckily you avoid that, and you're all able to get clear.
Slightly.
I'm gonna. Can I pick up my new friend?
Yep.
Put him over my shoulder and start going. Let's
Yep.
go back.
Start
Can
moving
I
your way back.
quickly loot these guys just in case they have anything interesting?
A quick pat down of them, certainly.
I'll leave that
Astra,
to you,
I'll just do a quick investigation. I rolled an 8, so
I'll give you a hand patting down the guy I've got on my shoulder and the other guy that's to me. As I
Atlas
walk out.
just stands for a second, is like, nice, and then just slowly.
I'll roll again.
Round.
Yeah, if you roll again, because I'm just giving you a quick help.
17 this time.
That's better.
Eros, nothing physical really of value on them. They have these like quite fancy daggers, but they're all a bit tattered and broken now after the combat. Same with their armor, all a bit battered and ruined. But a little pat down and a little tap of all their hollow straps, and you soon find that you are about 110 credits richer.
Amazing.
as Astra or Atlas kind of like falls to the ground, Astra's gonna be like, never do that again.
I would
Going
recommend
out of
doing it again.
closet,
It was
on the
very
floor.
cool.
She just like rolls over, she's facing you, like, I blew up.
I know I told you to throw the bomb down the hole, but I didn't think that you would follow it. And it gives you like a very like, what were you thinking kind of look.
Astra
She
goes
looks still on
over.
the ground, she just like reaches up towards you and just bursts out laughing. And she is like fucking exhausted from up and down, so it just sounds horrific. It's like choking.
Are
Yeah,
you
no.
injured?
I'm a little cinched, but I'm doing alright.
Cyrus was gonna like offer a hand to like help pick her up off the floor.
She's a little floppy. You get her up, but she's kind of
Okay,
ragdoll.
as he grips her hand, he's going to cast Healing Hands.
Not my idea.
Well, be quicker.
Actually, that's the point. I'm gonna healing.
You get 7 hit points.
Cure wounds. Cure wounds.
I'm
myself.
back on form again. I took 4 damage the whole time.
Astra will start using the hollow strap to try and get in contact
Necessarily
with
hurt so much as a
that
little
just-
bit like
Helpful.
adrenaline delirious.
Why did so? How? What? It's it. Oh, never mind. You can't be being an idiot.
All right. So the combat dealt with. You guys staying down here to investigate anymore, or are you heading back up the stairs?
Astra's going to try and head back up to get in range of the sheriff and try and contact her. Let her know we
you
have
know
a
you probably have to climb to the top
captive.
of the stairs that you already came down before to get within range of her. If she's still in the
That's
council
fine.
building, it'll take you a little bit of time, at least like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyone else doing anything down here? Or are we all
Yeah,
moving back?
I'm following, moving back up with
I'll
my
poke around.
with my
I'm really
my
glad
new
my-
friend over my shoulder.
Make me a general investigation check then, Atlas, if you're poking around.
I am staying away from the engines. I'm smart enough
That
to
makes
not
sense.
poke around.
Fair to do.
Learned your lesson.
For now. I got a 17.
17. You find the only thing really of interest on here now, apart from with the engine itself, is all very complex and hard to really understand. You do find 4 spare filters that you think would be appropriate for your kind of like setup that might help, you know. They would take
Nice.
take a couple of minutes to swap over, but like, you know, you could, you know, replace.
I think my equipment is a little fucked after the fire and the engine.
Yeah,
and the
you
falling.
do think you need to spend a little bit of time fixing up your current setup because your apparatus is definitely got a few leaks and punctures and stuff.
Which means whoever walks back with Atlas will be treated to many horrendous breathing sounds and coughing, especially down in an engine room.
All right, you begin making your way back up the stairs, and as you ascend to the main county buildings, you see that the guards are kind of all out in full swing. There's like a good perimeter sweep going. Messaging out to the sheriff. As you kind of send out, what do you say, Astra?
Just we've dealt with the situation in the engine room. We have a captive. Bringing him up to you for questioning.
You hear, well, at least we have some good news. Whenever you get back on the surface, you may want to head to the north side of the island.
They totally blew up the other engines, didn't they?
And the
They
other
saved, like,
two,
one.
they will have blown up the other two, won't they?
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Okay. We deliver this person to a guard or to.
There's plenty of
Pimperknuckle.
guards to hand them over to here. Pimperknuckle is also in the
Look,
building.
Here, take this.
Yeah, she hands him to Pepperknuckle because she's the only one who knows.
Thank you for this. I'll lock him up somewhere. Turn that office into a makeshift brig. Can we lock it from the outside? There's windows. That will not do at all. We need to find some. Is there a broom closet around here? And then we can.
I don't think he's going anywhere, and I'm just gonna like sit him down on the ground like a little bundle, hog tied and everything.
Is there a way for us to get to the north side of the island quickly to meet the sheriff?
Probably fastest way would be with this, and he pulls out a chip from his hollow strap, and he tosses it to you. This one is a blue crystal, unlike the red one that you received before. And this one, Barros, you would recognize. It is actually the control crystal for one of those horseless carriages, so it would allow you to functionally drive it around.
Oh.
Basically, being handed the
You're
keys to
right.
a cop car.
Let's arrest
Cool.
someone.
Let's play the sirens.
And do we find one of these horseless carriages?
Yep, you find it, you hop on board, and you head.
Wait, before we go, can I just grab the guy we took prisoner's face and just like press my mask against his face and just whisper, "Your friend died horrifically," and then just slowly back off.
The one who's unconscious? Yeah, okay.
Oh, I thought he was still conscious.
No, he's unconscious.
So I hope I just give him nightmares.
You give him something. Eros, you can make me Are you proficient with land vehicles or anything? No?
I'm proficient in space vehicles.
Okay, not helpful here. This is a slightly different control setup. You get
oh
in.
God, Barrel, stop turn it like that.
Tries to fly it like a spaceship. Barros, just make me a general, let's call it intelligence check for your driving.
Oh, I'm not very intelligent.
Can I try and help?
I got a
from what I know
13.
about Slide Vehicles?
Are you proficient with manned vehicles?
No.
No.
I'm saying, can I give him a hand? Just from.
I'm going to
No,
say
you have to
because
turn
you're
it
not
this way.
proficient in something, it would be quite difficult to assist them. You know, it's like the blind leading the blind in a sense. But
Yeah, I
luckily,
just feel like it's two stooges staring at someone.
even between you and Barros, you do manage to get the thing moving. At one point in reverse instead of forward. But you do get to the northern bridges, and as you get there, what you see is quite shocking. You see where the Moon Isle once was. The bridges have bent and warped and fall away to nothing. The water isle still floats next to it where it normally would be. And there are currently, you would say, about 100 mages, each one with a glowing blue arcane chain which hangs down off the side of the city from both the water and the sun isle, which are latched onto the moon isle, which is about 100 foot below where it was before. And you see it is beginning to like twist and bend with the wind, and it seems to have no more uplift. It seems like it is only being held by these mages and their arcanical grip. And you see that they're like, the ground has like warped up to like their kneecaps, you know, like as if the stone has been molded to like dig them in properly, and they are just all brute force holding this thing. And you see strain on their, like, this is not a permanent solution to a problem. This is a temporary
I
fix.
hope nobody left anything in the tavern, because we're not going to get that back.
And you see there are people evacuating the moon isle. There are people like climbing up the chains. There are people like climbing up the bent bridges as high as they can. You see people trying to throw rope down to people, but it's so far, and they are attempting an evacuation, but it is not going super well. And you see the sheriff there standing. She's like radioing people, and the second you get back within the range, Astra, your like hollow strap lights up with like it's Pegasi Knights flying around, like you know, trying to organize evac people. There's talk of getting like, you know, can we attach like, you know, big like carriages to the Pegasi? Can we fly them down like baskets and pile people in and fly them out? Like they're just in a full evacuation rescue mode. As you pull up, the sheriff kind of turns, seeing Pimperknuckles' vehicle, and she goes like, "I told you to stay in." Okay, it's you. Good. That means we're probably not gonna fall. Problem. And she points to the moon isle. We're dealing with it.
Is there anything we can do? I can man a ship if needs to, if you need help evacuating, but I'm going to need something bigger than this.
Yes, we're talking about getting some ships requisitioned for the spaceport, but right now I don't have anyone spare to investigate the water island. The team who were going to investigate it had to pull off there, and she points to some of the mages over there on the far side, like, they're them. So I need someone to get there and make sure that engine's secure. If we lose the water isle, this whole place might come down.
Okay, let's go.
Yep. Up for you.
Those traveling
drive to
back
the.
count as a short rest.
No, it is not.
Worth a try.
Short
If you
rest
would
for
like to
you're
take a
fully
short
healed.
rest, you can.
No.
No, I can keep going. I'm good.
Can we?
I've
How long does it
used up
take?
this fucking shit, haven't I?
How long does it take in the carriage to get from where we are now to the center?
The
the
center
water.
of the water isle, probably only about 10-15 minutes.
Was that long enough for a short rest, or does it need to be like an
Needs to
hour?
be an hour.
This is like four-wheeling over bent bridges.
Yeah, and you're driving at speed, you know, like through dangerous terrain, and
Just before we set off, I'll turn to the sheriff. Where is the entrance to the engine, and what are the codes if you have them on the hit?
apologies, I should have given you that for the other one. Heat of the moment,
Just slow
most
this down a
gods.
bit.
And she goes, "Oh, sorry, most gods' hollow straps have them automatically keyed in." And she presses a few buttons on her hollow strap, and you watch as all of your hollow straps all light up with an like a little small
That would have
key
been
code
so useful
appears.
20
Just
minutes ago.
hold that near the any keypads you find, and the door should open automatically. Sorry, that really should have been keyed in. The panels are a manual override, but good work anyway.
And drive off.
Yep. You drive off. You got the hang of it now. You head towards it, and she gives you directions. She tells you the fastest entry to the water isle's engine is behind the waterfall at Asali Park, and you tear off in the direction of Asali Park. You like Beros like plows through like the like gate that leads to the park, drives up the pedestrian path like around like the beautiful waterfalls, and
They're just like children screaming and
Yeah.
scrambling away.
And you grind your halt through open, the doors swing open like DeLorean style as you like see this like gushing waterfall before you. And as you like brave yourself about to jump through the rushing water and the torrent to begin diving down below into the subterranean tunnels of the water isle, with the moon isle hanging by literal chains. That's where we're going to stop for today. Bye-bye.